Hi everyone, my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we're going to be playing through a game that is currently on Kickstarter called Emberleaf.
Yes, this game is designed by James Tomblin as well as Frank West and published by the City of Games, who are helping sponsor this playthrough. And in this game, we're going to be taking on the roles of Emberlings, aka animals, who are trying to repopulate our once beautiful forest that was ravished. And we are ultimately going to be trying to score the most blue leaves, which is a very sacred way of getting points.
That's right. This is a game that features card dancing, as well as tile placement and engine building. And so today, we're going to be doing a 2-player playthrough of the game. But of course, as per usual, we are going to be starting with a teach of the game. And so if you'd like to jump around, we'll include timestamps in the description below.
Now, we do have to mention, of course, this is a prototype copy of the game, so things are subject to change in the future. If you are interested in the campaign, there's a link in the description. And lastly, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we are ready to begin. So if you'd please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for a 2-player game of Emberleaf. Welcome to the forest.
Yes.
Now, like we were mentioning, in this game, we play as Emberlings who have returned to their home and are now trying to rebuild it. And so over the course of the game, we are going to be scoring points, aka sacred Emberleaves, by building buildings, rehoming villagers, clearing dangerous areas, collecting trophies, as well as completing favors, amongst other things. And so the way that the game works is each player has their own fellowship board, which is their player board that we'll be playing cards to. And each player also has their own starting asymmetric deck of hero cards. So I'm going to be playing the B deck.
Yeah, I'll be C today.
And the game is played in turns, which means there is no set number of rounds. We're pretty much just going to be taking turns, going back and forth, until the end game trigger has been met, which is as soon as all 6 trophies have been claimed. So then, the way that a turn works is on your turn, you're going to be taking 1 core action, as well as many optional actions as you'd like. And you can do these actions in any order. Now, there are only 2 different types of core actions in the game. You can either play a card to your fellowship board, or you can slide a card. And so at the beginning, I mentioned that this game features card dancing. And basically what that means is the actions we take in the game depend on how we manipulate our cards. And so hero cards look like this. They typically have a certain number of stats at the top left-hand corner, which will impact the strength in which we take certain actions. And they'll also show a combination of skills at the bottom. And both the color of the skill as well as the symbol on the left-hand side here dictate when you get to take the action. And in this game, there are 5 different types of skills. And so when playing a card to your board, you'll place it face up in an available slot. And so at the start of the game, each player has 6 available slots with the ability of opening up 2 more as soon as you build these fellowship buildings. And then you get to activate the card's on-play skill, which are the yellow lightning bolt skills. Now, some slots on your player board, such as this one, have a pre-printed action. And so anytime you play a card to that slot, you're either going to choose the pre-printed action or the on-play benefits of the card. You can never do both. And so as an example, if I were to play Sprout over here, and let's just say I had played them to this top slot, I'd be able to trigger their on-play skill here, which says I can gather 1 wood per wood skill symbol. And so a major part of the game is that a lot of skills will allow you to do a certain thing depending on the number of a specific symbol that are face up on your fellowship board as well as on hero cards. And that is where these skill stats come into play. And so currently I have 2 wood symbols showing. I have one on the card that I just played as well as the one that's pre-printed on my player board, which means when playing this card, I can gather 2 wood from the supply. And in this game, there are 4 different types of resources. We have wood, beehives, and each player starts with 1, as well as food and stone. And at the start of the game, each player can only store up to 8 resources in their storage area. But when taking resources, you can always choose which combination to keep and which ones to discard.
Now, these symbols that are pre-printed on the board are only skill stats that you have access to as long as they're uncovered. If Monique had a card here, then unfortunately that wood is covered up and she would have only gained 1 on that turn.
That's right. Now you may notice that Sprout has a second skill here, which is a green slide skill. These types of skills are only triggered when taking the other type of core action. And so instead of playing a card on your turn, you can choose to slide all of your cards one space to the left. And that is the card dancing aspect of the game. Now let's just say that on a future turn, my fellowship board looked like this. And instead of playing a card from my hand as my core action, I choose to slide cards. The way that sliding works is you always start with the leftmost column and you'll slide cards from top to bottom. And so in this example, I would start by sliding over Garrick over here, who I would then get to take their slide action, which says I can walk one space per foot symbol, and we already discussed how those stat skills works. And anytime a card slides off of the board, once I've finished resolving it, it'll go directly into my hand. And so over the course of the game, cards will only exist either on your fellowship board or in your hand. Then, since the bottom slot were empty, we move on to the next column, where we would start by sliding Flick over, which would allow me to spend 1 wood to gather 2 food, and spend 1 food to gather 2 wood. And so if there are ever more than one slide action, you always resolve from top to bottom. But also keep in mind that most things in this game are considered optional. So if ever you don't want to resolve a skill, you don't have to. After Flick, I would slide over Sable, gathering a food, and then finally I would slide over Sprout, spending any number of wood in order to gather the same amount of food. So anytime you see an X, you get to decide the value.
So as you can see, there's a lot of comboing with these cards, and you have to play your cards correctly in the right sequence in order to be very successful.
That's right. That is what this game is all about. We're basically trying to find different combinations of our heroes and playing them in a timely fashion and deciding when to slide them. And even if a card does not have a slide skill, such as with Flint over here, when taking the slide action, they would still slide over. And speaking of Flint, they actually have the third type of skill that you'll see in the game, which are drop-off skills. These skills are only triggered as soon as the hero drops off your board. So these skills are only triggered when taking a slide action, but again, it's only as soon as Flint is at the very edge here and you choose to slide and they are now leaving your board. You'll first take the action if you'd like to, and then Flint will go directly into your hand. And keep in mind that throughout the game, we'll also see heroes who have both a slide and a drop-off action. And when sliding them off of your board, you get to resolve both. But again, always from top to bottom. And those are the 2 core actions in the game. Again, you're either playing a card to your fellowship board or you're choosing to slide them all over, triggering any slide skills. Now, the last 2 types of skills that you'll see are ongoing skills that have the infinity symbol, and these are basically ongoing abilities that you can only activate really once per turn. So in the case of Myra over here, their ongoing ability says when you spend at least 1 beehive, I can gather 1 stone. And finally, the last type of skill are chargeable skills, and they are the pink or red color skill that have a value on the left-hand corner that act as a multiplier. And so, like I was mentioning, in addition to your core action, you can take as many optional actions as you'd like on your turn. And one type of optional action is charging these chargeable skills. The number to the left of the charge skill tells you how many times you can charge the skill until it falls off of your board. And so as an example, with hops over here, I can spend 1 stone placing it on the card in order to build 1 time. And the purpose of placing the resource on the card is basically to show how many times you've already charged the skill.
It's a good way to keep track.
Poppy over here allows me to spend 1 wood from my storage in order to walk once per foot symbol. But I can do this up to 2 times before they drop off. And again, these actions can be taken in any order, which means had I already had Hops or Poppy on my board, before taking a core action, I can choose to activate either of their charge skills. And those are all 5 of the different types of skills that you'll see in the game. Now, there is one other type of optional action, which we'll talk about in a second, but let's just discuss the main actions that you'll see on these skills. So far, we've mainly discussed how the cards works, which is a majority of the game, but there's also this large forest board.
Oh yeah, board.
And so each player is represented by a different animal token, and we will both start the game in this clearing over here. And so the forest is actually divided into 6 different areas. We have 6 clearings, and in each clearing, there is a campfire spot here, which is where you're going to be placing your tokens whenever you visit that clearing. Now, we've already discussed what gathering resources in this game looks like, but another major thing that we're going to be doing is walking around the board. And so anytime you play a skill that allows you to walk one per foot, as an example, then same thing, you would count the number of feet, and you can walk up to that number of spaces.
Right, so in this particular case, Hops right here is providing 2 feet, and Poppy is 1, so you have a total of 3 walk movement.
Now, in moving around the board, we are going to be traversing these paths that may contain 1 or 2 of these dangerous areas. And so when walking, if the path were empty, meaning there were no dangerous areas, then in order to get from one clearing to another, you only need to walk one distance.
Yeah, 1 total action point.
But each dangerous area along the path adds an additional walking point that you must walk. So from here to this clearing, as an example, I would need to have a minimum of 3 steps. 1 for each dangerous area, and then the third to actually get to the clearing.
So another example would be if you wanted to move from here to here, it would be 1 for the dangerous area, and then 2 into the clearing, and you kind of just place yourself near this campsite.
That's right. And it's important to keep in mind that you cannot stop on dangerous areas. You basically need to have the full amount in order to get to another clearing. But you also don't have to stop in a clearing. I could continue moving past this one if I wanted to get here, as an example.
But of course, that would have required at least 4 symbols, right? 1, 2, 3, and then now 4.
Right. Now, over the course of the game, one of the main ways in which we'll be scoring points is by clearing off these dangerous areas. And in order to do so, you'll need to attack them, which is the next type of action. And so as an example, Myra over here, their on play skill says I can attack 1 per sword. And so Myra only provides 1 sword.
Not good.
But let's just say, for example, on a previous turn, I had also played Flick, who would provide another sword, for a total of 2 strength. And so when attacking a dangerous area, I can choose one that is adjacent to the clearing where I'm currently at. And in the case of this path that has 2 dangerous areas, you would have to attack the token that is closest to you.
Yeah, so if I wanted to do an attack on this particular pathway, I have to go through this one first before even trying to attempt this one.
Right. And in order to be successful, my attack strength has to be equal to or greater than the value that's in the heart. And so in this example, I could successfully attack this dangerous area because they only have a health of 2.
Sure.
And if I were successful, then I would also immediately score the points at the bottom. So anytime you see the blue leaves in this game, these represent the sacred blue leaves.
Sacred victory points.
Score us points. These dangerous area tokens are placed next to your player board because some scoring criteria may reference them. And you'll also gain a benefit from the war banner track. So anytime you successfully attack, you get to move this token 1 row down and choose one of the benefits of that row. So in this example, I would gain either 2 wood or 2 food. And similarly, the next time a player were to attack, then they also get to move down this row. And so this token is going to continue moving down the row until it gets to the very bottom here. And so the player who moves it to the bottom will get to claim one of these 6 trophies. And we'll talk about how that works in a second because there is a certain order that you must perform these things in. And that is essentially how attacking works. We're going to be attacking dangerous areas, not each other.
Sure.
And so going back to the clearings, one of the main reasons why you're going to walk around the forest board is for the last type of main action, which is building. Now, in this game, there are 2 main types of buildings that we're going to be building. There are general buildings as well as fellowship buildings that are on your player board. And buildings actually come in 5 main types. We have town halls, boat houses, regular houses, markets, as well as windmills. And the cost to build any of these buildings are shown on the board here. And if it's too small to see, we'll be discussing it as we play the game.
Yeah, we'll read it out.
Fellowship buildings, on the other hand, have a different cost, which is listed at the bottom of the tile, and they will always require you to spend at least 1 beehive. And the main difference is that when building your fellowship buildings, these will unlock some sort of ability on your player board. So as an example, if I were to unlock the boathouse here, then it'll increase my storage capacity to 12 instead of 8. These 3 fellowship buildings will give me permanent symbols whenever I take certain actions that require stat skills.
Very nice.
And the rightmost fellowship buildings will give me a new fellowship action that I can take, as well as 2 additional slots on my player board for playing cards.
So after building a building and paying its cost, let's just do this one for example, you are going to place that building in one of the available hex spots that are in the clearing where you are present. So if I was the one to take this action, I can place this, let's just say I would place it here. Anytime you cover up a symbol, you're going to gain that particular resource. So in this case, this would be a nice spot to gain 1 stone. So I'd place that there. And then you are going to house one of your 4 different types of animals in that particular building.
Yes, you're going to home a villager.
They're going to be homed.
Now, it's not obvious from the top down, but these are actually different types of animals. We have rats, owls, bunnies, and frogs.
Correct.
And when homed, they each provide a different type of bonus.
Sure, let's just go ahead and say I am homing a frog in this market over here. So the first thing that is going to happen here is you're going to score 1 point for each different type of building that is in your particular neighborhood. So in this case, I have 1 building with only 1 type, so I would only score just 1 victory point.
Yes, and to be clear, neighborhoods are adjacent, connected buildings that have your villagers on them.
Correct. So let's say in the future, I had built something like this with another animal on it. It doesn't matter which one. And this is here. Now we have 2 of them that are adjacent.
Yes.
And they are of 2 different types. So this would now score 2 points in the future.
That's right.
If I did it again here with a different type of building, 3, and of course 4 there.
And after scoring for your neighborhood, then you would gain the uncovered bonus of the villager that you just homed. The first villager of each type will gain you an additional hero. And so over the course of the game, we're going to be gaining more heroes into our decks, trying to customize or cater our combinations.
This is kind of the deck building aspect of the game.
And in general, the different types of villagers specialize in different things. So as an example, the owls will gain you more attack strength. The frogs get you food. The rats will gain you more of these favors, which we'll talk about in a second. And so we'll be discussing each bonus as we play the game.
Sure.
But that's essentially how building works. Now, anytime a player builds the last building in a clearing, completely filling out the clearing, that is the other way in which we earn trophies. So in this game, there are only 2 different ways to earn trophies. You either get to the bottom of the war banner track or you complete a clearing.
Sure.
But that's essentially it. Those are the main types of actions that you'll see us take. Now, like I was mentioning earlier, there is one last type of optional action, and that is promising a favor. So these favor cards are end game scoring criteria that are specific to you when you claim them.
Yeah, as an example, we have this one right here, 1 point per war banner. So maybe you want to go on a war banner clearing campaign.
That's right. Or some favors, such as a lot of these favors actually, require you to have a specific combination of things either on the board or on your player board. So as an example, we have 1 boathouse that touches at least 2 markets. And if so, it'll score you 7 points at the end of the game.
Yeah, so a good situation would have been had I had that card and I got my boathouse here, then
Yes.
this would be touching 2 markets.
That's right. And there is no risk to scoring these. They're not going to score you any negative points for not fulfilling them, but you're going to try to score as many points from them as possible. Now, during setup, each player places one of their 5 favor tokens in each of the 5 different clearings of the board that are not the starting clearing. And so as an optional action, you can choose to promise a favor by taking one of those cards and removing your favor token from the board. So you can only do that at most 5 times by removing these. However, as you'll see, there are going to be other ways in which we can gain more of these favor cards. Some ways are by resolving the rat bonuses, and we'll also gain them via the score track bonuses. And so as you'll notice around the score track here, you'll see various bonuses printed on the board. And the first time a player moves into any of those bonus spaces at the end of their turn, all players will gain the benefit depicted in turn order.
And we'll discuss all of these different bonuses over the course of the playthrough.
But that's essentially it. So to review, on your turn, you're taking 1 core action and as many optional actions in any order. And then once you're finished, you'll claim any trophies if you claim trophies that turn. And when doing so, you get to choose which one that is still available. The top portion of the trophy is what you gain, and everyone else gains what's at the bottom. Once that's done, if the marker is at the bottom portion here of the war banner track, then you would refresh the marker, placing it back to the top. And we would also refresh the board by discarding all of the dangerous area tokens and repopulating them, but on their yellow side. So the first time that happens, then for the rest of the game, they'll be on their more difficult side. Then we'll gain any applicable bonuses from the score track. And finally, you always end your turn by refreshing any of the card displays that a player has taken from. And when doing so, we'll always discard the rightmost card in the display so that these cards are always going to be moving, and then we'll always refill back up to 5. On play continues like this until the last trophy has been taken, in which we would finish out the round so that players have had an equal number of turns. And at the end of the game, the only additional thing we'll score are our favors that we've collected. And these are always going to be public information, so they're always going to be face up next to our player boards. And at that point, whoever has the most points wins. And that is essentially how you play Emberleaf. So we're just going to go ahead and get cleaned up, and we'll get started with our playthrough.
Okay, we are all reset. We have our 6 starting asymmetric cards. So
Yes.
I will be of the C variety.
I'll be of the B variety.
Monique will be of the B. And we do have to figure out who's going to be going first. What do you want to do?
Let's
Rock,
go.
paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, paper.
Me?
Monique.
I'll be going first today. So, if you did not join us for the teach, I am going to be playing as the blue player, represented by the turtle.
Yep. I'll be the red player, represented by the fox with
Yes.
that nice tail.
And we both start in this leftmost clearing here. And with that out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Are you ready?
Please, yes.
All right. So then, for my first turn, I'm going to play a card from my hand. So here we have Sprout.
We've seen Sprout before.
We have seen
in the
Sprout.
teach.
Sprout is going to let me take an on-play skill here, which allows me to gather 1 wood per wood symbol. So I think I'm just going to play Sprout
I'm
over
assuming
here.
you're not covering up the wood symbol.
I'm not.
Okay.
So since I did not cover this space here, I can apply this skill stat to my action.
Yep.
And so right now I have 2 wood symbols showing. I have the one on this space as well as the one on Sprout.
You do.
Which means I gather a total of 2 wood. Now, I don't have any actions to charge, and I am not in a clearing that allows me to take or to promise a favor. So I can't take any optional actions. That is essentially the end of my turn. So now it goes to you, Naveen.
It's true. Okay, so I will go ahead and play Sable. Sable right here is very similar to what you did, but
Okay.
for the food variety instead. So I'm going to
Okay.
place them here to the far bottom left. And so I have 2 symbols of food showing because I gather 1 per. Very, very similar move.
There you go.
Nothing else to be done after that.
We are setting up our card displays
We
for
are.
the dancing part.
Yes.
So then it is back to me, and I'm going to play another card from my hand. This is Flick. Flick has 2 slide skills, so I'm not going to be able to take either of those skills right now. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and play it to this slot because I do have a fellowship skill that I can take,
Okay.
and it allows me to gather 1 stone. So again, if the card you play has an on-play skill when you're placing it onto that slot, you cannot do both. You have to choose either the pre-printed or the on-play skill. But since Flick does not have one, I'm just going to gather a stone.
It's 1 stone, huh?
1 stone.
Okay.
All right.
Very
That's
good.
it. Back
so
to you.
far, so good. Very simple. All right. Garrick is coming in. Garrick here is going to be allowing me to attack.
Garrick.
Yeah, look at him.
Garrick is ready.
He's got his stuff. He's got his gear. So Garrick, I'm going to place him in the top left over here. And it's my instant action is I attack 1 for every sword I have. Garrick happens to come with 2 swords.
Oh, okay.
No other ones are on display for me. So I have 2 attack. And then why not? Let's go ahead and just attack this one here.
Nice.
So this one has 2 hearts on it. So I'm going to get 2 leaf points. So let's go ahead and grab that. I'm on the board.
Right, because again, when attacking, you can only attack a dangerous area that is adjacent to your clearing.
Yeah, so really the only ones I couldn't do from this particular position is this one because it required 3 and I only had 2 swords total showing. So I could have attacked this one, or this one. I, for some reason, chose that one.
For some reason.
Yes, and then now we are going to go to this board over here.
Yes, would you like 2 wood or 2 food?
I'm going to go food.
Food. All right,
We're
so
gonna
there
try
you
to
go.
specialize in some food.
You're going to specialize in food. Maybe Naveen has a card potentially that will require him to spend food. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? There we go. That's me.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All right, so then it goes back to me, and I'm going to play a card from my hand. This is Poppy. Poppy has a flower crown, flower tiara, and they're going to allow me to gather more wood. So I'm placing Poppy in this slot, and I can gather 1 wood per wood symbol.
Okay.
And now I have 4 because there was wood on all of my cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a lot of wood.
It's a lot of wood. I may need wood. I think you always need some amount of wood, right? In the forest.
Yeah.
So now my storage is full. But again, if I were to gain more resources, I could choose which combination to keep. Now you may notice that Poppy has a second skill here. That is a charge skill. So now as an optional action, I can choose to spend 1 of my wood in order to walk 1 per foot symbol. And right now I have 2. So on any of my turns, as long as Poppy remains on my board and as long as I haven't charged 2 times, I can do that. But for now, I think I will hold off and I'm just going to end my turn there. So it goes back to you.
I'm gonna hodl. So then on my turn, I'm going to play a card. Let's get Twig involved here. And this one is how I'm going to build. So I'm going to build right where I am. So I'm going to place this here. I'm going to cover up that food symbol with this one because I don't think I'm going to be capitalizing on the food symbols right now.
Okay.
So I am going to build onto this location right here. So that way I can get that stone.
All right. What are you building?
I'm going to build this market. It's going to cost me 4 food and 1 honey. So basically everything I have.
Okay.
So it's going to go right on top of this. So everything goes bye-bye.
But you do get a stone.
I do get a stone because that's what I covered up.
This is our first built building
There you go.
of the game.
So now I have a stone, and then I get to put an animal out on this.
Now your choice of villager is really going to depend on 2 main things. The first thing is what bonuses you want.
Yeah.
The first villager of each type will just get you an additional hero. So Naveen will also get to gain a new hero card.
Right.
But as you put out more and more villagers, they specialize in different things. And favor cards will also sometimes require you to place a certain amount of each type of villager. And so if you'd like to consider these favor cards, right now we have home at least 1 frog, 1 owl, 1 rabbit, and 1 rat in the same clearing.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. And I think that might be the only one that we have face up that references the types of villagers. And because this is going to be important soon, when we refresh this deck specifically, this is going to be our rightmost card.
That's going to go out.
Bottom right.
Yeah. I think I will put out a frog onto this location there. So first specific building of this particular neighborhood.
Yes.
So I'm going to get 1 point.
Okay.
There we go.
So it's 1 point per type in your neighborhood.
And then the bonus I have here is I'm going to get one of these cards. I think I like Dusk over here.
Dusk?
Yeah, Dusk over here has these symbols. And then anytime I slide with them, I can either gather 2 wood or 2 food or 1 stone.
Okay.
And then when they finally come off the board, everyone gets to gather the same exact things.
Nice.
So it's pretty good.
That is nice.
This is a good way to get a lot of resources here.
It's nice for me.
And that is it for building. I'm not going to be taking any other optional actions. That's it.
So now that a card has been taken from the hero deck, we are going to refresh this display by discarding the rightmost card.
That's a nice card right there, but
Tarek,
I'm just glad it's not in
I
your
wanted
hands.
this card.
Yeah, so
I wanted this hero because Tarek says as a slide skill, you can attack anywhere. It does not have to be adjacent to your clearing, but it's only 1 per every 2 swords.
it's still kind of nice though.
It's not great for me, I guess, because my attack... I don't have. They're not as strong as yours.
But if you get
still
this,
nice.
if you get this town hall built, then you have 2 swords right there. That's
as
kind
well
of
as
benefit.
the owls. The
Yeah.
owl villagers also unlock additional skills. Anywho, they are
It's
now
gone.
out.
Yeah.
So
We don't have to worry about them.
we're gonna slide down the rest of the heroes and refill.
Yeah, 2
And now, to be clear, that is regardless of which card gets taken. You always discard the rightmost.
So that's how things get kind of moving.
Yes. All right, so then it goes back to me. And before I take my core action, I'm going to take a charge action, which again is an optional action in the game. I have Poppy here, who allows me to spend 1 wood. So I'm going to do so, placing it on the card, which means now I can only do it 1 more time before Poppy falls off the board.
Okay.
In order to walk 1 space per foot. So right now I have 2 feet showing. So I can walk at most 2 spaces. Now that this pathway is clear, I think I'm going to head up that way. Do you mind putting me in the clearing up there,
I
please?
wanted to go here, but seeing that you
fire.
had that poppy ability, I didn't want to waste my time going up there.
Yes, and I'd love to go up there because beehives are very difficult to get in the game.
They
You
are.
don't really see them on hero cards, and you will need them in order to build the fellowship buildings that are on your board.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And as for my core action, I'm going to play a card. This is Flint. Flint is the hero in my deck who allows me to build. So I think I'm going to cover up this spot. I know it covers up a wood symbol, but Flint has a drop-off ability that also allows me to build. And if I decide to slide, I probably won't have enough resources in my storage.
You're spending most of your resources
build.
now, so
Yes.
you're not ready to build
So
the second time.
I'd like to buy myself some time by
Yeah.
placing them in the second column
Sure.
instead of the first. Okay, so then I'm going to build my boathouse fellowship building because this building will increase my storage capacity. And I think that is quite useful. So I have to spend 4 wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wood and 1 beehive.
Which I think the beehive is coming back.
Yes.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
right away you're covering this up.
I'm covering
so-
that
so
spot.
you're getting your beehive back.
So I'm in that clearing, covering that spot. I get the beehive back. And
I cleared this path thinking that I would get there, but
You
then
cleared it
Poppy
for
showed up
me.
and yeah, I know.
So now I get to rehome a villager, and considering I don't have many swords, I think I'll get started on the owls.
Owls.
So I'm going to place this first owl, because if we didn't mention it, you have to go from left to right.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and place them up there.
Classic gaming thing.
That is a one-tile
1 point.
neighborhood
Yep.
for 1 point, and I also get to draw a hero card. And honestly, the options are actually really nice. So this, Loria, allows me to do an on-play ability that lets me take a slide action.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty nice because it's sort of multiple things in one go. But I think I'm going to take L'Oreal over here.
Okay.
Because their on-play ability allows me to build one, but I can spend 1 beehive to reduce the cost by 2 resources.
Better have some beehives.
I better. So I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Okay.
And that is it for my core action. I'm finished building, but I will take an optional action. And I think since I am in this clearing over here, I'm going to promise a favor.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to take Central Charm. So that's the top left one over there. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's still so early and this scores a lot of points. So this favor requires me to have 1 town hall that touches at least 1 windmill, 1 house, 1 market, and a boathouse. And considering that I have built over here, there's a nice spot right there
Yeah.
that allow me to sort of touch a lot
I
of
should-
things. I would just need a windmill.
Should probably get in
So I'm going to do my best to score that
to make
card.
that a reality.
So do you mind passing me my favor token, please?
Sure. Oh, yes. So,
So-
that was the optional action that you took there.
Yes,
Yeah.
this gets removed from the board because I can no longer claim a favor by doing it there. All right, that is it. So no trophies have been claimed. War banner does not get refreshed, but we do refresh both of these displays.
This card's out.
Yes, that card is out.
Yep.
Go ahead and slide down.
Okay. There
The
we
rest
go.
of them.
And then we're also going to do the same thing for those character cards.
Yes.
Down there.
So let's see what these are. So we have at least 3 banners from the Akari Vortex.
Which is
So
the
that's-
red banner.
Yeah, the
So-
red, purple.
So I have the yellow one right here, right? So this is the blue, that's the red. So those are the different colors.
And we also have the most villagers in at least 2 clearings. Oh, those make me nervous.
Doable in the 2-player game.
All right, so Willow gets discarded.
Yep.
And now we're going to move these down, and we have Talon
Helen.
as well as Zinra.
Oh,
So
Zinra's attacking
Attack 5.
with
5.
5 swords showing.
No, but yeah, that's true. Zinra's amazing.
Yeah.
So the attack 5 does not require you to have any number of symbols. This is just 5 attack.
However,
However.
once they're off the board, that was it. They died in battle.
That's true. Remove
Yeah.
this hero from the game when they drop off. So you would really want to find another card that allows you to pick up heroes from your board because those cards do exist.
They do exist, yep.
All right, and that is it for me. So
Okay.
now it goes back to you. So as you can see, there are no rounds. We're just going to keep on going back and
keeps going.
forth
Yep.
until the game ends. So
Okay, well, I need more resources. I have a perfect card for it. So let's go ahead and get Olden out onto this slot here. So
Okay.
Olden is going to allow me to gather 1 wood per wood symbol I have showing. So Olden is 1. None of my cards, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to get 4 total.
4 wood.
4 is
That's a lot of
good.
wood.
4
Is
is,
this 4?
good
There you
enough to
go.
build something with it. So,
Now?
well, no, not now. We're going to hold off for just a bit.
Ah, there are plans.
There are plans.
Plans in the making.
Okay, so that is going to be it for me.
All right, that's it.
That's it.
Okay, so then it goes back to me, and I too would like to attack. So I'm going to play Myra, who allows me to attack once per sword. And I mentioned how I'm not very good at attack. My deck is not strong in that sense. I only have 2 swords, but fortunately, that is enough to attack this dangerous area. So
Well, there
this
you
is
go.
that
That's
purple.
1 of 3. Yeah.
Yes, this is the Akari Vortex
Yeah.
banner. It's like a purple violet.
So you're going to get 2 points for
Yes.
that. 1, 2. So we're tied here at 3.
Right. And since I've attacked, I also get to move down the war banner track here. So I think I'm going to take 2 food.
2 food.
I really haven't had much food
A way of
at
getting
all.
food, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take these 2.
Okay.
And that is it for me. So now it goes back to you.
Okay, perfect. Well, I am going to do, I think, is this our first slide action of the game?
I think so.
I'm going to do the slide action. So we're going to start here. It's
Yes.
going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the order that we're going to go.
Right, because it's columns left to right.
Yeah.
And then and top to bottom. And we'll explain it for the first couple of times, but as we progress through the game, we'll try to make it faster and faster.
Yeah, so Garrick is going to be the first one sliding. So I get to walk 1 per foot symbol, including Garrick themselves, because they are
Yes.
technically coming off the board. So it's 1, 2, 3 foot symbols. So now that you've cleared this area, it's going to be 1,
Uh-huh.
2. I just need 2. That's
Oh,
it. So
okay.
I'm going to hang out
So you're
over here.
moving over here?
Yeah, so I'm going over there.
Nice.
So this one now comes off and into my hand. And now that Garrick is officially back in my hand, I cannot use their symbols for anything else right now.
Right.
So we are going to now move on to Sable. We are going to slide this, and I'm going to gather 1 food, please.
There
That
you
comes
go.
back into my hand, same thing. Twig over here does not have a slide action that we activate, but we still have to move them over. Olden, however, does have something, so we're going to slide them over, and we are going to get 1 wood.
One wood.
There we go. We have some
Nice.
stuff.
That was fruitful.
That was fruitful, yeah. And then now that I'm in a clearing, I'm going to take the optional action. Let's go ahead and pluck this off. And I'm going to take one of these.
You're
you know
promising a favor?
I'm promising a favor. I think I can do this at some point.
What's that one called?
This is home at least. Oh, this is called Animal Assembly. Home at least 1 frog, owl, 1 rabbit, and 1 rat in the same clearing. I can do this. I'm pretty sure I can do this.
I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yeah, sure.
Favors are public information.
They are.
If somebody asks you, the rulebook specifically states that if somebody asks you, you have to tell them
bit of
what
hating.
you have here.
Sure. So that's the end of my turn. We have to refresh this. This card is going to go out as it was the 5th, and then everything else is just going to slide down
All
here.
right, so we have 2 new favors.
2 new ones coming in.
What do we have?
Hall. Have at least 1 town hall in 3 different clearings.
Oh,
So that's good.
so you have to spread out.
Home at least 3 rabbits in windmills.
In
so
windmills.
specifically in the windmills, you want rabbits in
Wow,
there. So
that's
there
like
you go.
combo on top of combo.
Yeah,
Done?
that's it.
Okay, so then it goes back to me, and I am going to build again using L'Oreal over here, who I had just recruited.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and play them into my last spot, which means for my next turn, I will be required to slide. And their on-play ability allows me to build once, and I can spend my 1 beehive in order to reduce the cost by 2 resources. Now, we each have a fellowship building that costs 2 beehives. And in doing so, I can spend this to reduce that to 0, which means I basically just built it for 1 beehive instead of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is a town hall, which of course I needed for my favor. So do you mind placing that in the middle there, please?
Monique.
Right there.
What the heck?
Now here's a question. Do I continue homing owls in order to gain their bonuses? Because it does get better and better the further to the right you go. Or do I home a different villager so that I can claim a new hero card? You know, since I have unlocked 2 permanent sword symbols by building that fellowship building, I think I'm going to home another owl to make that 3. So now I permanently have 3 of these sword symbols to use when attacking.
That's good.
So can you place this owl up there, please?
So now these are 2 unique types of buildings in the same neighborhood.
In the same
you're gonna
neighborhood.
Get 2 points. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you. And the bonus I already mentioned, it doesn't give me anything immediately. This is now an ongoing status effect.
Okay.
Now I also have an ongoing skill over here via Myra that says when you spend at least 1 beehive, you gather 1 stone. So I spent a beehive in order to build that building, which means I get to gather a stone. But that is essentially it. That's the end of my turn. So now it goes back to you because I don't think anything gets refreshed, right?
No,
All right.
it's the same.
Back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna play Solara over here. So this one is
Solara!
Yeah, look at him.
Wow,
Look at them.
Solara looks very solemn.
Yes, spend 1 wood to build once.
Okay.
So I'm gonna place them over here because I kind of want it off my board
Okay.
ASAP so I can make some space. So I'm gonna spend 1 wood in order to build, and
Okay.
I am gonna build from the general supply. Unfortunately, I have no beehives because Monique went to the place that gets beehives, but I have a way to get now. So it's gonna be 4 wood and
Okay.
1 stone.
4 wood and 1 stone. So you're building a boathouse?
A boathouse, yeah.
Here.
On the honey.
Boom.
Yeah, I want
so you're
that.
taking a beehive.
I'm gonna take a
as
beehive.
Your benefit.
I am.
Okay. So let me get you that now.
Sure.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Your 1
So
beehive for covering that spot.
Yep. And then, so now I have to put an animal out there. Let's get our very first rat to go out there. I'm going to put a rat right on there. I'm going to get 1 point because it's
Okay.
a solo neighborhood.
Rat.
A rat. And that is going to now allow me to gather one of these cards over here.
Yes. Who are you going to recruit?
I think I'm going to take Loria. So this is the one that allows me to do a slide action. And then when I slide, I can spend food for 3 wood. So that's a good way to get some wood.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And also to activate, the rest of your cards.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be taking any other actions. So let's go ahead
Done?
and just...
All right. So
Get
this
rid
is
of
the
them.
only display that gets refreshed
Yep.
because it's the only one that was taken from. It's a shame that we didn't recruit
more.
that hero.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Vin.
So this is attacks 3 for every 2 swords.
Yeah.
And then Maple just lets you play another hero.
Play 1 hero.
That's interesting.
Yeah, if you have space, it's just boom, boom.
Yeah.
But maple has a bunch of symbols.
A
so
lot
you can
of
set up.
That's true. It's
Yeah.
it's basically one of each type of
I've
symbol.
had maple in previous games, and I used them to set up a different action that needed maybe swords and feet or something like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, I will consider.
Okay.
So back to me.
Yep.
Now that we're a little bit further into the game, I do want to mention, before we get too far, that we did start the game with a few buildings already populated on the
We've
board.
seeded them.
And that is because of our player count. So there are these numbers there, and that is the spaces that you need to cover up depending on player count.
Yeah, the protocol was basically take 3 of each of the general types of buildings, shuffle them up, and then randomly distribute them on those areas.
And that is specific to a 2-player game. Now, these buildings currently don't belong to anyone, but as you'll see over the course of the game, we will have opportunities to just rehome villagers.
This symbol, essentially.
Yes, anytime you see that symbol.
That is exactly how you do it.
And whenever that happens, you can place out a villager on any available building. And each building can actually hold multiple players' villagers.
Correct.
And we're also playing on the 1 to 3 player side of the trophy board. So just know that in higher player counts, there is another side of the board that will hold more.
Sure.
All right, so then it is back to me, and my fellowship board is completely filled, which means I need to slide. So I'm going to slide Myra over here, who does not have a slide ability.
Yeah.
L'Oreal allows me to walk
Single walk.
1 per foot symbol. I don't think I'm going
Yeah,
to
you're
walk.
going to bail from this
I don't think so.
setup that you have here?
I don't think so, because I
Why
took
would you?
this favor card. It's 12 points that are on the line here. I need to be able to finish that out. So I'm going to just take this card back to my hand.
Yep.
Flint has no slide ability, neither does
Oh my
Poppy.
gosh, nothing.
Sprout allows me to spend any number of wood in order to gather that much in food.
So you have 1 wood, so you can get 1 wood for 1 food, a conversion.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because Flick has a better conversion, which
Yep.
is spend 1 wood to gather 2 food.
Sure.
So why spend 1 for 1 when you could spend 1 for 2, right?
Why not?
So I'm going to do that. And again, most things are optional. So as an example, Flick also has another ability here that lets me spend 1 food to gather 2 wood, which I probably should do, right? Because it just gains me more resources in general.
You have the 4 food to make the windmill here to score that 12 points.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you spend your food, then
Then
there's
it won't
a
have
threat
it.
of me coming in and ruining that plan.
And we don't want to get greedy, right?
Right.
So we won't get greedy.
Yes.
I'm just going to end it there. I technically could spend, oh no, I don't want to walk.
You don't want to walk.
So that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Back to you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and place Sable over here, and I'm going to place them in this bottom corner here.
Okay.
This is the one that allows me to gather 1 food for every food symbol. So I have 1, 2, 3 food symbols. So let's just go ahead and do that right now.
All right, here you go.
Very simple.
3 food.
That's that.
Done?
Okay, yep, back to you.
All right. Well, it goes back to me, and as you already pointed out, I have the food necessary to build the windmill to complete my card. So I'm going to take a slide action because in sliding, Flint will now drop off my board,
Okay.
and when doing so, Flint allows me to build 1.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to go ahead and build now using the 4 food, which allows me to build the windmill. So do you mind placing the windmill
Where
in
it
that
belongs.
space where it belongs,
Look at
please?
that. Look at you dominating
Right
this
there.
area.
Thank you.
You do another owl?
And, huh?
Another owl?
No, I think I'm going to I'm going to home a rabbit.
Okay.
Because that favor, at least, says home at least 3 rabbits and windmills. It's a windmill. I might as well do it.
Do it.
So I'm going to go ahead and home this rabbit.
Rabbit.
And my neighborhood is now 3.
3. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we are going to have something here.
Yes, we're going to resolve that bonus towards the end of my turn. So I now get to resolve the bonus of that rabbit, which is gaining a new hero. And we just, we
Maple.
spoke so highly
Yeah,
of Maple. I'm going to go ahead and recruit Maple.
Very good.
And that is it specifically for the build action. Now, again, I was in the middle of sliding, right? So I'm going to continue to slide. Poppy is going to come off. And I sort of wasted the second charge, but that's okay. Because I don't really need to
not mad.
walk anymore. And that resource will go into the supply. Now we have Sprout. I don't have any more wood, so I can't use their slide ability. And same thing with Flick. I sort of wasted that.
No, you've done fine.
Now that the main part of my action is done, the order in which we resolve these is first we'll do the score track bonuses, and then you always do refreshing of the displays last.
Okay.
Now, if you did not join us for the teach, these bonuses are only for when the first time a player reaches or crosses that
So
threshold.
you just did that?
But everyone gets the benefit from it.
Right.
So this specific bonus requires us to refresh the favor cards,
So
which is
wipe the
funny.
whole thing, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
wipe them all, which is funny because I played my bunny here thinking I
for
would
that.
take that.
Yeah.
But now we get a whole
A
new
whole new 5.
new 5,
1, 2,
and in turn order,
3, 4,
we get to
5.
take a favor.
There you go.
in turn order, starting with whoever's turn it is.
Right. Okay.
So what do we have here?
Recruit exactly 3 heroes. So basically only gather 3 more heroes from the deck. If you go more than that, then...
Or 3 heroes total.
Total.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Have at least one market in 3 different clearings.
Yeah, so I have 1 market here, so I'm...
Kind of nice.
Yeah.
Home at least 1 rabbit in 4 different clearings.
So you want to... So you have 1 rabbit so
I have
far?
1 rabbit towards that. Exactly 1 market, 2 boathouses, and 3 houses, or exactly 3 war banners.
Ooh.
The exactly verbiage on favors scares me a little bit because I've known...
you have now a lot of swords, so this does not sound like something you want to be interested in, right?
Yes, that's true. I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah.
I already have 1 rabbit towards this, and it's an at least, which gives me flexibility.
Sure.
And it's also worth a lot of points. So what would you like?
I think have at least 1 market in 3 different clearings. I have 1 so far, and I potentially have the way to build a second one right now, so might as well do that.
All right. That is it. We resolved the bonus. Now we are going to refresh the displays.
Right.
So even though we've taken the rightmost, we still discard.
So it's the rightmost. It's gone out. So then we are going to refresh this, and then we also refresh the heroes as well at the same time.
What do we have? We have most windmills, most town halls.
Have exactly 5 heroes on your fellowship board.
Oh,
interesting. So at the end of the game, you have to game it where you only have 5 here on your board somehow.
That's interesting because if you unlock these spots and you have 8 spots, you have to have. Well, I guess that's why it's worth.
You got to nail
points,
it,
right?
Yeah.
All right, so Brand's a musician,
Bran.
but they are now out.
Bran to never be seen again.
Never be seen again. So we have Wiglet. A cute bear that's walking ability, and then when you clear a dangerous area, you gather a stone, and Selenak, who allows you to gather.
This is another way to build?
Another way to build.
That's not bad.
Drop off ability build.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then on my turn, I am going to take a slide action. So this is nothing. I'm just going to go ahead and get this off. Same with this one. Thanks, Twig. I need you back in my hand, Twig, like badly. That's why I'm doing this. Olden is going to slide down. I'm going to get a food. I'm sorry, not a food. A wood. But then Sable slides down, and that gets me the food.
All right.
So there we go.
A bit of resource gathering.
Bit of it. There we go.
All right.
Very simple.
Wow, you have a lot of resources.
Yeah, time to do some building now that Twig's back.
Some foreshadowing, I see.
Yes.
All right, back to me. I'm going to play our beloved Maple.
Yeah, now's a good time. Play another card.
Maple is a great hero.
Yeah, play another hero.
Yes, I can play another hero, and now I have all of these symbols. So I'm going to play Hops. Hops allows me to walk 1 per foot. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot of walking, really.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 into this clearing. So do you mind passing me my turtle folk? Yes, please. I'm going to end up in this clearing.
Okay.
And as an optional action, I'm going to promise a favor because I am now in a clearing with a favor token. So I'm going to take this off, and I think I will have the most town halls.
I mean, you have 1 to my 0.
Hall of Fame. It's worth 10 points if I can have the most town halls at the end of the game, which is always...
it as of right now.
It's always scary when playing against Naveen because anytime Naveen sees most, he's like, well... Got to make sure that doesn't score.
Totally.
But that is it. That is the end of my turn. So let's go ahead and refresh the favors.
Okay, this goes out. We are going to slide these all down. I'll get 2 new ones. We have exactly 3 rats are homed. Exactly 3 rats. And then this one is have the same number of markets and boathouses.
Whoa. Well, back to you.
Back to me. Okay, time to build. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to put Twig right here because I want access to Twig again. So I'm going to build right away.
Okay.
And we are going to build in this particular clearing because that's where I am. And I'm going to be building this market because remember, I want 1 market in 3 different clearings.
Yes.
So 1 here. Now this one is going to go here. I would love to go on top of this, but I kind of want to keep my neighborhood. Kind of want to keep it going. So I'll put it right there.
So 4 food and a beehive,
So
please.
4 food, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the beehive. There goes that.
Nice.
So
Who will you be homing?
You know, it's man, I need some swords going.
Yeah, that decision is not easy.
Especially right away.
Yeah, the 4 options. Who? What?
So I need at least 1 of each animal.
Yes.
So I definitely do not want to put another rat out there because if I do, then that's going to be causing a problem here. I want diversity in the clearing, so I might as well switch it up. So I'm going to go ahead and put out an owl.
Doesn't sound certain.
Does not sound certain at all, but honestly, do I want to do this? No.
No?
No, we're putting out the froggy.
Froggy?
Froggy's going out because that's going to get me 2 food right away.
Okay, so let's score your neighborhood bonus first.
So I get 2 points.
2 points.
So here we are. So now that I've hit this, it doesn't matter because the player's already done that once.
Yes,
so that's
only
done.
the first time.
So I scored my 2 points. I do get 2 food. That's what's depicted.
There you go.
So now we have some food. And I really like your storage capacity. I'm not really liking my situation here.
Yeah, you got to build your boathouse.
You know, it costs honey that a beehive that I don't have, and
Yeah.
you're kind of gaining in on this little beehive over here that I'm probably not going to beat you to.
You can wait till after I attack to
If you
attack
attack,
again
when
because
you
the
attack,
beehives are
that's
down there.
kind of what I'm. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And that's it for me.
All right. So now it is back to me, and I'm in dire need of some resources. So I'm going to play Poppy,
Okay.
who lets me gather a wood per wood symbol. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you do.
4, 5. Maple.
5,
1,
yeah,
2,
maple.
3, 4, 5.
That's good.
All right. So I've
Poppy.
just found myself.
Poppy's my enemy in this game.
What?
Poppy got beat me to the beehive that I've been.
Poppy is your enemy. This is who you just claimed.
That's my enemy right there. I don't like Poppy.
Poppy is not. Poppy is a
Poppy's
force to be
your
reckoned
friend,
with.
my foe.
Poppy is my friend.
Oh my
So and
gosh.
Poppy has just stumbled upon a pile of wood.
What a
for some
gatherer.
reason. All right. I believe that's it.
That seems
I
pretty
can spend a wood to walk. I can also spend a stone to build.
You don't
Ooh,
wanna do
hold
that.
on.
You don't want to do that.
No, I think I'll hold off. So that is it.
Okay.
Back to you.
So I'm going to go ahead and place out Dusk on top of this action. Because they don't have a lightning bolt symbol, I think I'm going to take the depicted action, set them up for the future so that when they
Right.
slide, I get stuff. So I'm going to get a stone.
There you go.
That's it.
Nice. Efficient. All right, so then back to me. I'm going to slide. I know I still have a space available here, but I would like some food.
Do it.
So Sprout is first, who lets me spend X. Oh, how much wood do I want to spend? I have to
Yeah, you got a
decide.
lot of math to do.
Well, this
here.
will only allow me to spend 1 wood. So I do have up to 4. I really just, you know what? I'll do it. I'm going to spend 4. I'm spending 4 wood in order to gather
4 food.
4 food.
So you're converting it to
So
food.
I am converting it to food.
Seems pretty good, Sprout.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll fix my,
Yeah,
my
no problem.
storage
You have up to 12 space, so
before I end my turn. So
Sprout's
I'll
back
take
in your hand.
Sprout, flick. I'm going to do both this time. So I'm going to spend a wood
1 for 2,
to gather
2
2
food.
food.
And
And then
you're
I'm
gonna
going
spend
to
1
spend a
to turn
food
it back into 2.
to gather.
What a little enterprise you have
2
here,
wood.
huh?
Yeah, Flick is very
Look at
resourceful.
Sprout and Flick.
Flick just makes
You
it
little converting guy.
so that we have a lot of resources.
Okay.
Then we slide hops, but no effect. Maple lets me
can
walk
walk.
1 per foot. I don't want to get out of here.
You went here on purpose.
I went here on purpose,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to do that. And then there's no slide ability
Good
there.
old Poppy.
So back to my resources. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think I have enough.
You're good.
Space.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for me.
That looks
Back to
solid.
you. Thank you.
Very solid. All right, I'm going to do a slide action. So Olden is going to come off. I'm going to get 1 wood, please.
Okay.
Twig comes off and there's no effect. We have Sable, who's going to get me a food.
Okay.
And then Dusk, which is the one that I set up for this particular moment. I'm going to slide them over, and I'm going to take a stone.
Nice. So you have maxed out.
I've
your
maxed
storage.
out. I really need to get this off my board. This is bothering me. Having 12, having 12 would
bothering
be
you.
something for me.
Gonna give you nightmares.
It's giving me nightmares right now. Yeah,
All
so
right.
that's my whole turn.
Okay. Well, then it's back to me, and I'm going to do a very simple turn. I'm playing Flick to this spot. So Flick does not have an on play, which means I'm just going to gather
So similar to my
1
Dusk.
stone. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just a resource gathering. So it's back to you.
All right, let's go ahead and put Solara into play. So this one's going to allow me to spend wood in order to build. So there goes that.
Okay.
And I am going to build a windmill, which is great because when you build a windmill, gather 2 wood. So a windmill, I'm going to get from the general. It's going to
4
cost
food.
4 food, which is the thing I'm abundant in.
Yes.
1, 2.
And just so
1,
you
2,
know,
3,
these
4.
buildings are limited. So as
They
soon
are.
as you build them all of
Yep.
one type, there are no more to go around.
So I'll take that.
Where? You want me to place it?
Right there.
To cover the stone?
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to get a stone
So I'm going to
back
get a stone plus 2 wood for Solara.
for Solara, because Solara allowed you to build, but at a fee.
At a fee.
But now you
I got it back. I got my
a
fee
little bit
back.
of a kickback.
kind of,
so
yeah.
they're
So there's that.
they're resourceful to a point.
They are, yeah. So I did that. So then
Who are you going to home?
I need a diverse animal kingdom there, right? Animal assembly. So we have, what do we have? A frog there and a rat.
They would like to assemble.
It's either an owl or a rabbit, I believe.
Yes.
All right, let's get the owl out there.
Okay.
The owl's gonna go over there. So we
that's
have
a
1, 2,
3
3. There we go.
neighborhood.
1, 2, 3.
We're jumping over at each other.
Scored something.
And that's the first?
That is the first one. So now I'm going to gather one of
A
these
hero, okay.
new heroes. I am a little bit nervous about my sword situation.
Okay. Vin or Zinra can help you out with that.
Yeah.
But we already discussed the limitations of Zinra.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I love Zinra.
You do?
But I'm a little nervous about them. I feel like they're gonna fall off my board, and then I'm gonna be like,
I know. That is
the danger.
that is the danger. But they are wearing fantastic
They got
pants.
some good pants. All right. I think I'm gonna take Vin.
Vin,
Yeah, the whole everyone attack for 3. That's fine, right?
it's 3 for every 2 swords.
3 for every
so
2
if you
swords.
can unlock this, then that's always going to be minimum
and
3.
I'm closing in with this owl right here.
Yeah,
so like,
that can be super strong.
Can be strong, and
that
plus,
could be better than Zinra, honestly.
yeah, and I'm a little nervous having this out there because then what if you pluck this off and then
Yeah.
and then you start using it? So I had to take it.
Okay.
So that's it for me. We're just gonna refresh. Talons
All
goes
right.
out.
Talon
so
goes
Zinra
out.
is on the chopping block.
Talon's fantastic hat.
Is not good enough.
Not good enough. Pebble. Pebble.
Return 1 hero from the fellowship board to your hand.
This is the one.
That's the
This
one
is the
in
magic
conjunction
combo.
with Zinra that would work really well.
Oh
but
my
the problem
gosh.
is the second you take this, Zinra goes bye-bye.
Or you take Zinra first.
Or you take Zinra first.
That is
There
nice.
you go. And then a Bim is there.
Okay. Well, it is back to me. So I'm going to play Flint. And I'm playing Flint over here.
You're
Flint
building.
allows me to build 1. And I have all of these, all this food.
You have plenty of things.
Because I would like to, well, hold on. Yeah, I guess I'll build a windmill.
Okay.
So it's 4 food. 1,
4
2,
food.
3, 4. And it's going to be a
Generic.
windmill from the general supply.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and place it here.
Surprise,
So
surprise.
I gained the beehive
Very good.
for that.
What animal will be there?
You know, if I want to do that combo, the Pebble Zinra, I would have to home an animal that I have not homed yet, which is unfortunate because since I'm building a windmill, I would have preferred
A rabbit on there?
a rabbit. Is this? Oh no, did I not take that?
You must not have taken it.
I must not have taken it. Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
So I guess
Even better for you.
Even better. Okay, I'm just gonna home the rat. Was it this spot?
Yeah, you get 1 point.
Okay, 1 point
We're tied.
because 1 neighborhood.
Yep.
And they're going to allow me to claim a hero, which I guess I will just take Zinra.
You gotta
So
do
it's
it.
an attack
It's
5.
such a strong attack.
Okay, so that goes into my hand. Now, there really are only 4 opportunities maybe to gain heroes. It's not like you can just keep on gaining more and more heroes.
No.
There is a limit to that. So I've already homed 3 of my villagers who will allow me to recruit a hero.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it. So let's go ahead and discard Wiglet
Off you
over
go,
here,
Wiglet.
Wiglet the bear.
Goodbye.
And we have 2 new heroes. We have Melody,
Okay.
allows you to walk and gather stone, and Hallian
Ooh.
from the sloth.
What is this guy
Hallian,
say?
a close relative of Solara over here.
Probably, yeah.
Spend 1 food as a slide resource to return 1 resource from a hero to the supply.
Ooh.
This is probably beneficial when it comes to charging actions,
Mm-hmm.
because now you can continue to charge. And their ongoing ability says when you gather 5 food, you can build 1, max once per turn.
Okay, I'm gonna play Do so I can get out of that corner over there because that corner is kind of killing me right now. So
Okay.
I'm gonna just play them right here. So I'm gonna walk for 2. So all I need is really just 1 movement. So I'm gonna move into this clearing here.
Okay.
And I will take the optional action, which will be clearing this out. and
Promising a favor.
Promising a favor.
What would you like to promise?
I think I'm gonna go with home exactly 3 rats.
Oh,
I think I
okay.
can make that happen.
Don't forget that.
Home
because
exactly 3 rats.
in a previous
Don't go
play,
more than 3 rats.
I have taken that favor before.
Yeah.
And we got to the end of the game, and I did not home exactly 3
did-
rats.
yeah,
So
I mean-
just be very cautious.
Yeah, it's tough. So that's gonna be it for me.
All right. So we discard
Recruit
recruit exactly
exactly
3
3
heroes.
heroes is
Neither of us
out.
were gonna. Well, I guess it's not too hard if you think about it. You
Yeah,
just
you
don't
do
have
3
to
of
take
those.
the last. Yeah.
But who wants to do that?
Who wants to do
have
that?
at least 5 war banners, and
It's
then
true.
1 point per clearing. You have at least 1 building, so max 6 points on that.
All right, now it is back to me. I'm going to slide. So Flint is first. Flint's drop-off ability allows me to build. So I'm going to build a town hall because I do have the 3 stone, 1 wood, and a food.
Okay,
So there's that because I do need to make sure I have the most town halls by the end of the game.
sure.
And I think I will go here.
Yep. So
And
you will get 2 points.
yes, I will get 2 points. That's true. But I have to decide. I think I'm going to do the frog because I
Frog time.
discussed that I wanted to get that other hero. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go there. So that's 2 points
points
because
for
they're
you.
2 unique in my neighborhood.
Okay.
And then the bonus is probably my last hero of the game. We'll see. And I'll be recruiting Pebble.
Yeah, Pebble.
Because Pebble, again, has that slide ability to return a hero from your fellowship board to your hand. Super useful.
Very good when you
So-
have that attacky one that dies.
Yes.
So it's pretty good.
It's pretty
yeah.
nice. But I'm going to go ahead and finish my action, though, because I'm
Okay.
in the middle of sliding. So I'll take Flint. Hops does not have a slide ability. Now I can walk. 1 walk per foot. And now I only have 2 feet showing. So if I wanted to leave here, I could only move 2.
But you could. You can go 1, 2.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. So 1, 2 into this clearing here. And now that's it. They stay there.
Yep.
Poppy has no ability, and Flick lets me do 2 things. I might as well do it. So spend 1 wood to gather 2, and I'm going to spend 1 food to gather 2 wood. So it's
Yeah.
really a net.
Just net plus of each one,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. No, I had 1 wood.
Yeah.
Yes. You net 1 of each. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay. That is that.
Okay.
And before I end my turn, I am going to take the optional action of promising a favor.
Okay.
I have a lot of windmills already anyway, so I guess I might as well take that one.
Have the most windmills.
Have the most windmills.
Okay, so we are gonna. That's it for your turn.
Yes, so
Okay.
let's refresh this one first.
Yeah, this one goes out. These come down, and then we'll get 2 new ones.
Yes, and favors are
So
very important. They
have
make
at
up a
least,
lot of your
5 stone at
5
the end of
stone.
the game. Have exactly 8 favor
Exactly.
cards.
8. Wow, that seems like a lot.
Does seem like a lot.
Okay,
doable.
Selenak also goes out, and we have 2 new heroes. We have
got?
Wisp,
Wisp. Okay.
a gatherer, and Meryl. Wow, Meryl's tall.
Spend 2 stone to gather honey.
Yeah.
The beehive thing.
That's so good. Stone is also a little bit more difficult
Hard to
gain,
get, but
which is why
pretty
it's a
good.
pre-printed ability here. But that's to gather a beehive in me.
I know. All right, I'm going to play Olden here. I unfortunately am going to be wasting some wood, but I gather 1 wood for every symbol. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only space for 2. So I'm going to kick back 1 stone
Okay.
and take 3 wood.
3
I really need to get this out of here. This is killing me right now. So
There you go.
I got to find a way to do that.
Okay.
All right, that's me. Back to you.
All right. Well, it's back to me. It is time to play Pebble.
Mm.
Pebble, the pebble collecting hero.
Mm-hmm.
So I can gather 1 stone per stone symbol. I have 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pebble's crazy.
So 3.
Wow.
3 stone. And I think that's it. So that's
Okay.
back to you.
All right, time to clear off some of this stuff so I can get moving. So we are going to play Twig, and that's a single build. And so I'm going to be building for 4 wood, the general housing
Unit.
unit development.
This one?
Yeah,
Where?
where I am over here.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go. Let me hand that off. Let's go ahead and just place this here. Plop that down nice and neat.
Nice.
And then I'm going to put out, knowing that I need to put out exactly 3 rats, let's get a rat onto this spot here. So
Okay.
that's going to give me 1 point. And
Okay.
instantly I get 2 wood.
2 wood. There you go.
2 wood, very important for me because I can spend as an anytime action, my one-time activation of Twig, spend a stone to build once.
So you're charging.
I'm charging it, and then now I'm going to build, and I'm going to build a boathouse right here,
Okay.
all in one shot. So I'm going to be able to get a trophy.
You're going to complete the clearing.
Yeah, there we go.
You're going to finish it out.
So I'm using the generic one. Unfortunately, I can't get this one off yet, but by doing this, I'm going to put this boathouse here. So this clearing is done.
Yeah.
I'm going to put out another animal. Let's go ahead and get myself a rabbit onto there. So now I'm going to score 2 points.
Yes.
1, 2,
All right.
and that clearing is done.
And you get, what's your benefit for putting out the rabbit?
Well, I get to take one of these cards over here. So I think I'm going to go with Meryl over here.
Meryl?
Spend 2 stone to gather a beehive. And then whenever
Oh, yeah.
I build, if this is in play,
Yeah.
then I gather a stone.
Yeah, that's
So
really
that
nice.
seems
Meryl
pretty
is
nice. Yeah,
amazing.
pretty good.
Any other optional actions?
No, because I don't have any other way to do things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as you can probably tell, there are a lot of little side actions that you can do in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's actually a specific order that you have to go in.
Right.
So once you're done with your full turn, if any trophies have been claimed, which this is going to be the first time we're
one.
doing so,
Yep.
then you would then do it after your main part of your action.
Yeah.
So because Naveen completed the clearing,
This
he-
clearing's
he
done.
built on the last open space of the clearing,
did.
you earn a trophy. Which one would you like?
I need the one that has honey.
This one?
Yes, I need
Okay.
more space.
So-
So that's the thing I need.
Naveen gains everything up at the top, which is 5 points and 1.
Okay, so we have
Honey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
So
right
you
there.
also cross that
So we
bonus,
cross
which
this
will be
threshold.
resolving.
Yep.
So you get a honey, and so do
Honey.
I. Everybody gets the benefit at the bottom. So there's your beehive.
It's unfortunate that I gave you a honey, but
Wow.
well, because you have that card that you can spend honey for 2 less building power.
You
so.
said the quiet part out loud.
I did. Well, I mean, and honey is needed to put those 4 fellowship buildings out.
Yes.
Yeah.
After trophies, if the token is at the bottom of the war banner track, you would refresh it at that point, but we're going to skip that.
Yeah.
And then you resolve any bonuses on the score track.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be resolving this one here.
We are.
This says you get to gather 1 stone for every 2 favor cards
I got
that you
the
have.
oopsie going on. I have 3 here, so I'm only going to get 1 stone.
That is rounded down.
That is rounded
I
down.
have 4 favors, so I gain
2
stone.
Doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right.
It is right, alas.
Yeah.
And then now we refresh the display. So BIM goes out.
Bim's out.
And then we have Brax. Wow,
Oh,
look at
Brax.
Brax.
Yeah.
It's
And then we have
walking and spending
Thylion.
a stone to attack and Thylion. So to build one, and you can spend a beehive to reduce the cost by 2 resources.
These are going to be hard to get to as we have cleared off 1 animal from each.
And now that the first trophy has been claimed, that means we are sort of like through half of the
it's
game.
ramping
it
up
starts
now.
ramping
It'll
up
ramp,
towards
yeah.
the end. And now that I have all these resources, I might as well build.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to go ahead and play Flint. I can build one. Do I want to build one of these? Food. I don't have many cards that reference the food symbol. So I wonder if I should do wood. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? I actually can't build any of these.
Oh, perfect.
They require food or wood, and I don't have very much of either.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go and build what I can build, which I think is just going to be a town hall. I need windmills and town halls.
Yeah.
Rabbits. Okay.
Yeah, and you're in a new place, so you can build a town hall here.
I can build a
That's
rabbit
fine.
there. So I'm going to build a town hall. So this is going to cost, 3 stone, a wood, and a food. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then a wood and a food. All right. So I paid my cost. I'm going to place the town hall here.
That makes the most
so
sense.
I could gain a stone
Stone back.
back.
A little refund.
A little refund. I need to have, rabbits? So I'm going to put out a rabbit.
Okay.
On
which gets you a stone, because that's been cleared out.
Yes. It will score me 1 point first
Gotcha.
for the neighborhood.
Okay.
And then the bonus
The
is
bonus,
1
the
stone.
tiny little bonus says she gets another stone. So it's basically like 2 discount on that, huh?
It's a little bit of a discount.
It's pretty good.
All right. And that's it for me. Simple turns. Now it goes back to you.
Okay, well, the game is basically saying I have to slide because I have no more places for cards. So Solara's coming off, no benefit. This Sable is going to get me 1 food.
Okay.
So I'll take the food.
There's your food.
And I think I will...
the bottom one?
No, this is I cannot do this right now. This is not in the middle of this. So I'm just moving Dew over, and then Dusk is gonna slide over, and then now I get 2 resources. I'm gonna take 2 wood, please.
2 wood. Okay.
2 wood, very important for me.
There you go.
Okay, and then 1, 2, and then now I gather another wood right there.
There you go.
There we go, and then this will just slide on over. And then I think I'm gonna do this anytime action. I'm gonna spend. This is my optional.
Charge.
I'm gonna charge. So I'm gonna charge this with food, and then per foot symbol I can move. So I have 2 feet, I think.
Yes. Where are you going?
Can I go 1? Oh no, I can't get down there.
Yeah, the dangerous. We're not clearing off these dangerous areas.
It's fine. I will move over here though. I will
Okay.
go 1 into this spot so that I can start building here. / also start attacking these if need be.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that.
All right. Well, speaking of attacking, I'm going to play Zinra. This is going to be overkill because it's attack of 5. You know,
Okay.
you really need the higher value attacks when we refresh and put the stronger dangerous area tokens out. But we haven't been attacking very much at all.
Nope.
So I'm going to attack, and I'm here, which means I can only do 1 of these 3. This one is higher valued, a health of 3. So this is a success.
3 points.
So I get 3 points.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
And I am going to, what do I want? I'm going to get food because it's been hard for me.
Sure.
My deck is not friendly to food. So that's that. And I think that's it. So now it goes back to you.
Okay, very simple. Now the reason why I moved here was so I can actually use Garrick. Man, I have not used Garrick in so long. It's 1 attack per sword symbol. I have 2 symbols here. I can attack that one.
Oh, okay.
So let's go ahead and attack this. Let's get this off the board. I get 2 points.
2 points. So you're at 19.
And then now that that's
What would
slid
you
down,
like?
I'll take honey.
Honey.
Yeah,
of
honey.
course.
I need
You've
the
been
bee.
wanting the beehive.
Yeah, I need it
for so
badly,
long.
Badly, badly.
Okay.
No other optional actions. That'll be it.
All right. Time to slide. I have so many here. I'm not going to walk. I would like to, well, I am going to walk actually because I have another favorite token here and 1 up there.
Yeah.
So I have 2 feet showing, 1 and 2.
2 foot.
So it's exactly what I need to go over here.
Okay. There you go.
So I've walked. Poppy is nothing. Flint is nothing. Here, Flick, I'm going to spend 1 wood to gather 2 food, and I'm not going to spend the food this time.
Okay.
Because I need all of the food that I have.
Okay.
Pebble lets me return a hero from my fellowship board to my hand. So Zinra is coming back, and that is it for sliding. I don't have any. Oh, I can do my favor now. I can promise a favor.
Yeah, you can promise a favor.
Have the same number of markets and boathouses. Oh, that's so hard
Specific,
now.
yeah.
Because we're so far into the game, and I've been very invested in town halls and windmills, which I guess
Have at least 5 stone in your
at least
possession.
5
At the end?
stone.
Can you make that happen? I think you have Pebble that helps you get stone.
You know, I have been investing so much in attacking. I'm just going to have at least 5 war banners.
Yeah, what do you have? 3 total?
I have
2 total?
2.
You'll get
Yeah,
more.
I have 2, but I feel like this
You'll find a way.
It's not super high scoring, but we can try to make it work.
Yeah, so this is your token. This is done.
That's my token.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So that was an optional action. That's it. That's all for
All done?
my turn.
Okay,
so
so
let's go
this is
ahead
going
and
to
refresh
get
that.
wiped. Let's bring these
It
down.
was tempting to do that. The same
5?
boat houses and
Oh, I thought you meant this one because you have that Pebbles that just gets you a bunch of stuff.
I know, but it would have to be sitting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end
yeah.
of the game. So have at least 1 boathouse in 3 different clearings, or have at least 4 banners from the Hope Breakers,
I'm
which
half
is
of
the
there.
yellow.
I'm halfway there.
You're halfway there. There are more in the bag. These are not the only 9 dangerous
one,
areas,
yeah.
by the way.
All right, while I have swords out, I got to do it. I have Vin here, so we are going to do a immediate action. So this
Okay.
one says I get 3 attack for every 2 of these symbols that I have. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I have a 2 attack that I can do.
No. It's 3 for every 2.
For every 2, sorry. So,
you have
it's a 3 total.
A 3
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, because I have 3 symbols. If I had a 4th symbol, then it would
it'd be
be
6.
which would be a really big one,
Yeah.
which I don't have. But so I'm going to do, let's go with this one. Let's take this one out.
Okay.
So I'm going to clear this out. So I'm going to get 3 points right now.
You are.
Yeah.
So this is you, right?
Yep,
1, 2, 3.
So, this
So
is
we're
gonna
going to be able
trigger
to
something.
resolve that later.
Yeah. I'm not going to take any of the other optional
Well, you get
actions.
to claim one of these because you attack.
Get to claim one of those.
What would you like?
Right,
It's like,
which
what-
gives you access to a trophy.
It does give me access to a trophy. You're so kind.
It's kind of a bummer, huh? I have a problem with this honey situation here.
Okay.
Let's take it. I'm going to
Honey?
take it. Yeah.
Beehive.
Beehive.
Beehive for you.
Beehive for me.
All right. Anything else?
No, but we are now going to resolve that track over there.
Okay. So this bonus, in turn order then, starting with Naveen, this allows us to home a villager. So whenever you resolve the house symbol, you're not going to be placing out a new tile. Instead, you're just going to choose one of the animal tokens of your choice and place it out onto an existing tile anywhere on the board. It does not have to be in the same clearing where you are.
So I have a little clever way that I set up this clearing over here.
You do?
In the teach, we did not really discuss this, but I'm going to go ahead and put out a frog.
Okay.
This frog, the 3rd frog, allows me to then put out another animal.
Ah.
And now you can go into buildings that other people are on. You just cannot go onto your own same building.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and put myself here.
Okay.
And then I instantly score it.
3
So
points.
3 points.
1, 2, 3.
And then, because the benefit here is to put out another one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and put out an owl, which is going to finally unlock that extra sword that I've been needing.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to go ahead and put it on this little town hall that you've been working on
now
over
you
there.
got 4.
So another 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And
Uh-oh.
the good thing about that is home at least 1 frog, owl, rabbit, and rat in the same clearing.
You did it.
This is going to score at the
You
end of the game.
did it.
I was working on it over here, but there was a different way to get it done.
You've created an animal assembly.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So that is something that I'm proud of. There we go.
As you should
As
be.
I should be.
Naveen.
So now I have a permanent sword here. So now the Garrick Vin thing can become a
your
a thing.
world just exploded.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so then it goes to me. What do I need? So this is done. I completed that one earlier. Working on that. I need at least 1 rabbit in 4 different clearings. 4 different clearings.
Yeah,
Whoa.
You gotta get
I thought
spreading.
3. Right now I only have
1, 2.
2. Okay. I'm going to home a rabbit, seeing as I need 4 and I only have 2. So I'm going to go ahead and home this rabbit here.
You get 1 point for doing it. And if you connect here,
Yeah,
then
I get
it'll
4.
create the neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to put it there because I'd gain 4 points, but I really want this favor.
You want rabbits
I
everywhere.
want to keep my promise. These are favors that I promised.
Yes, yeah.
So I put it there.
1 point.
And it'll score me a point.
There you go.
And the bonus of the rabbit gains me
One of these.
a favor. So the reason why I chose to put it on the boathouse is because there's a favor here that says have at least one boathouse in 3 different clearings.
So you have one here,
I have one there,
there,
and there.
So,
I
you just need
one
a second
more.
one. Yeah, or
This
third one.
is Sailor's Refuge.
You can make that happen.
So that's the goal.
That's
I'm gonna try to
definitely
make it
doable.
happen.
Yeah, how many of those cards do you have? I have 3.
1, 2.
I need to get moving.
3,
I need to
4,
walk.
5, 6. I have 6.
Okay, I definitely need to walk around.
You need to walk around, and you
did
need
badly.
to home the rabbits because they give you more. And well, the rabbits as well as the rats. All right, that is it.
So this gets wiped?
Yes.
All right, and then now these will slide down, and I believe that was my turn, and we passively did that.
We
because of
did.
the
That
whole
was
thing.
a
So
score track
it's
bonus.
gonna be your turn.
So have exactly 1 town hall and 5 houses.
3 points per boathouse,
3
Monique.
points per boathouse.
And you just talked about boathouses.
I did. You're right. I'm gonna need at least 3. Okay,
It's 9 points.
that's 9 points.
Hopefully you don't get that one.
How do I get that?
I don't know. Maybe I need that. I need that. I have 2 boathouses.
Oh, I have one more favor token right there. But alas, there is a way to gain a trophy. So I'm going to play
Attacking time?
Zinera.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
time
time
to
to
attack.
attack. So attacking for 5.
Fiver.
And, well, where are you? Are you here?
Yeah, I could walk. When I slide, I can walk significantly. So don't base it on what I'm
Then I
doing.
might as well just attack
Take
the
the
one that
3,
has
yeah.
a lot. Yeah, this is 3. So I'm going to score 3 points.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then this is just going to go to this bottom here, which allows me to
Trophy
take a
time,
trophy.
yeah.
And we're going to refresh the board too. And seeing as I don't have any chargeable actions and I can't promise a favor here, then I'm actually done with my turn.
Okay.
So now I will collect a trophy. Oh, I could technically rehome.
Yeah. You can home, and then that would give me a stone.
That would give you a stone. Or I can just take this. I'm just take this.
8 points.
It's
yeah.
just 8
I'd
points.
take the 8
And it
points.
doesn't give you anything.
It gives me literally nothing.
So 2 trophies have been
So
taken
the
now.
19 goes to
This is the
ooh,
27.
Yeah.
Ooh, closing the gap.
I have only 3. How many favorite cards do you have?
6.
I need to travel.
You need to travel.
We need to
This
to
is a large
we need to cash in our
forest.
airline
We
miles
need
here.
to-
This is not.
Yeah, what's the point of being a member
Look at us.
of your airline, right?
No, I
You
know.
gotta accrue the points,
Screw
spend the
You
points.
gotta spend
Anyway,
the points.
so
Look at this.
that is it. This is the first time that we've reached the bottom of the war banner track. So when that happens, we're going to
Reset.
move this back up,
Yeah.
and now we're going to remove all the dangerous area tokens.
We take them
that are
off
still there.
the board.
Yeah.
Do you see any more remaining? No.
I think that's
Okay,
it. Yeah.
And then we have a sack of other ones.
Yeah.
And they're all double-sided. So basically, we're gonna reseed the board, but on the orange side. This is about right. We're gonna chug along in this game now.
Yeah. All right. We have reseated the board with these dangerous area tokens.
Just like that.
And I don't know if you can see this, but there is a wide range of strengths here.
13.
13 and 2. So
and 1.
And 1. There's
Yeah.
a 1 over there.
One.
So there's a wide variety. I guess I was wrong in that sense. They're not all going to be much stronger. What's
No.
on the opposite side? So this one actually got weaker.
Weaker.
The green side was at a 2
Yeah.
strength. This is only a 1.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So there you go.
There you go.
I stand corrected.
Okay. Okay. I need to get Twig off my board. Twig, I
that-
need you.
What
Come back to me.
why?
Because Twig helps me build. I don't have other ways to build other than I have that Solara, the sloth. So
Yeah, the core main actions, some of them are difficult to be able to,
I need that.
tap constantly, persistently, I guess.
yeah.
So you have to find a way to build that engine.
So the way to go is we're gonna slide, and then on the next slide they'll come back to me. So
You're gonna kick Twig out.
yeah. So this food
Okay.
off. Do come back to me now. This one, Dusk. This is interesting. I'm I get to gather, and everyone gets to gather also. So it's just so much stuff.
You can just say no, that you don't want to do the drop off ability. You would not be able to do it in either,
Right.
but you would deprive me from doing it if it's really that important to you.
It is so important to me to deprive you.
Okay.
So we're gonna slide this off. I'm gonna
Okay.
gather 2 wood.
Okay.
And so,
And you won't do the drop-off
Yeah, I'm not doing the drop off. So I'm gonna discard this. I'm very close.
You're very close?
very close to getting this off, so I can actually house the things that I'm owed
Yeah.
over the course of this
It
game.
is a bit astounding that we're so far into the game. And you have
I should have built this as my second one, not
Yeah.
this one over here, or whichever one I did second. That was a big mistake.
Anytime in a game you have the ability to increase your maximum capacity, I tend to go for it really early because it makes me nervous, basically.
Yeah, I've been feeling it. Like,
Yeah.
there's been times where it's like I have so much to gather, but not enough to hold. So
Yeah.
anyway, this is gonna slide over. Olden, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to hold it.
Okay.
Twig slides over. We are gonna walk. So
How many feet?
I have 1, 2, 3 feet. So plenty of feet. We are gonna go
Plenty of feets.
1, 2. We're just going to hang out there because I do want this optional.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be
So you have to slide over Vin,
Vin,
but
come on over.
no slide ability.
No slide ability. So now I'm going to take the optional action, which is going to be to make a promise.
Yes.
Time to
What are you
promise.
You're going to promise a favor.
I'm promising a boathouse. I'm promising
my card.
Yeah. Okay, the reason, look, this is not so much your card as it's my card.
Okay.
The reason being.
Please explain.
Let me explain. Okay.
Okay.
I'm on boathouse here.
Yeah.
1. I'm on boathouse here 2. And I've just talked about how much I want this boathouse to be on there.
So
this is
boathouses
it makes sense why this is
hot-
not just a hate draft. This
This is a hot topic.
This is a mine.
It's going to be a sensitive
So
topic.
I'm gonna put this into a stack, knowing that I've done this.
Okay.
If you ever want to ask, you can. But
Yeah.
I have all 4 there.
That's yeah. There's nothing that I can do.
Yeah,
to prevent you
really
from
stop that. So I'm just gonna
doing that.
to make some space here. And
Okay.
then we know that this is going here. All right, so that should wrap up my turn.
Yes, because that was an optional action,
That
right?
was the optional action.
All right, so now we just refresh.
So this one's gonna go
Please.
out, and then now we have
2 new,
2 new.
5 points per
5
per boathouse.
Oh, what is this? Home at least 2 frogs, 2 owls, and 2 rats in the same clearing.
Whoa.
That's a big ask.
That's a big ask.
That's probably not going to happen.
Okay,
Oh, okay. At the end of the game, have basically at least these resources left over.
But it's only 5 points.
Only 5 points.
So then it's back to me, and I am playing Myra again. So attack 1 per sword.
Okay.
This is so hard. 13?
It's a lot.
Oh my gosh. I thought I had a decent amount of swords, but I really only have 1, 2, 3, plus Zinra over here. So it's
5,
6,
6.
7, 8. And you have to do it all in 1 action.
One swift hit.
And you can only do 1 dangerous clearing per action if
I
it wasn't
see.
clear.
I see.
But why?
No, there's not. That's it. I see. 13 is a lot.
Oh, yes. 13 is a
not 8.
lot.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do this one because it's the only other option.
2 is nice.
So 2 is for 2 points.
2 points.
I need 5.
We have
so
a tie game.
We have a tie game. All right. And I can choose between food or wood. I'm going to go with 2 wood.
Right.
So it does bring our trophy or our war banner
Situation.
track closer. Okay. And that is it because I don't have any charge action. So it's back to you.
All right. It is time. It is time to unleash space. Solara is coming over here. Okay. We are going to spend 1 wood
Okay.
to go ahead and build. And I'm going to build this.
Ah.
Plus the 4. This is what I've been working towards, Monique.
Yeah.
There we go.
I know.
All of
I
it.
feel for you. I do.
Yeah.
But
thank you.
it's done now.
It is done
You can
now.
breathe easier.
Now I have space for 12 things. Now look how open it is.
Yeah, it's nice. That is
right.
it's a lot. It's a lot more
Plop
space.
it right here. We're just
Okay.
gonna go ahead and put out. Oh, let's put out a. Let's go ahead and put out my 3rd rat. I need home exactly 3 rats.
Okay.
Don't put any more rats out, Naveen.
Yes.
No more rats.
Oh my gosh, just lay them down.
Lay them down.
Cover the whole
You know
track.
what? Actually, that's a good way for me to remember.
Yeah,
Just
I
the
forgot
shorthand.
this last time.
If I
and
put out another rat, we might have some problems.
Yeah.
It's at 1 point.
1 point.
1 point. So
Okay, so
shy
you're
of that
at
honey.
30. Oh,
Shy of that-
so close.
Shy of the honey.
Okay. What does the rat give you?
The rat gives me another one of these cards. You know how I've been so jealous about your card situation?
Mm-hmm.
So let's have exactly 1 town hall and 5 houses. That's not happening. You know, there's a lot of yellow banners out there. I have 2 yellow banners, and they're very cheap.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with this one. Have at least 4 banners from the Hope Breaker. So have
The yellow
ones. I'm halfway there.
Yeah. You'll get there.
I'll get there. No, thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. So,
Yeah, you're right, though. There are a lot.
Yeah.
But that does incentivize me to attack the yellow banners.
Then you're not going to get as many points. Then it's perfect. Then you're doing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're not worth a
they're
lot of
not
points.
worth that many
Yeah.
points. Okay.
So it's
we'll
like,
see.
do you want to
We'll
stop
see.
me,
It's a
or do you want to go get more points?
Pretty strong argument.
It's a good argument. Yeah. This one's gone, and then now this is going to slide down. These 2 will come on down, and then we have 2 new ones. Home at least 1 frog in 4 different clearings.
Oh,
See,
okay.
That's something I'm interested in. 1,
Home at least
2,
4 frogs.
3 of them. I just need 1 more, and that's it.
10 points.
It's 10 points, and then I have the most trophies.
That's-
Yes.
That's going to be hard.
It's a tough one in
to
2-player
do
game.
at this point in the game because there's not enough information there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to me. I am going to play hops so that I can walk somewhere else.
Okay.
And it's walk 1 per foot. Oh, I only have 2 feet.
2 feet.
Not very.
You can move.
Not
There's
very many
movement.
feet. So
you
2.
can go 1, 2,
I think
or 1.
it foiled my plans a little bit. So I'm just going to move over here. So there's 1.
1.
And I'm also going to take this optional action that lets me spend a stone
In order to build.
to build 1. And I'm going to build this fellowship building. So it's
We'll
4.
mark it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 plus a honey.
And a beehive.
Ah, we're about to, we're going to get the beehive back.
Oh, we're gonna get the beehive back.
Back.
Uh-oh. Well, I
That's
guess
okay.
that's
That's okay.
good.
That's
Okay,
good.
so I'm gonna go ahead and place this out, and it has to be, and this is just gonna open up 2 more wood symbols.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter really where this
So
goes.
you are going to score 2 points here.
Yeah.
Depending
Who
on
do I want
what you
to?
do.
I'll put out the frog.
Yeah, which gets you 2
2 food. Yeah.
And
So
then 2 points.
there's that.
1, 2.
Thank you.
You're in
Yes,
the lead.
from my neighborhood. We're going to resolve that at the end of my turn, but I don't want to forget that I have an ongoing skill here. When you
Okay.
spend at least 1 beehive, I gather a stone.
That's good.
So I'll do that.
Very good. Very good.
And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and resolve this now.
So very simple. We
We
both get a
get a
beehive.
beehive.
I was so worried about beehives
Now
for so
you're
long.
living in a beehive
I have,
bounty.
well, if I want to get all these out, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only have 3 of the 4.
Ah, I see.
But hey,
That's true.
yeah, it is
That
a
is
thing.
true.
Yep.
All right, it is back to you.
Okay, back to me. I think I'm going to finally play Loria. This is the one that instantly I get to do a slide action. All of them are going to slide down. So Olden comes down. I get a
1 wood?
Wood. Yep.
Okay,
Thank
there you go.
Then this one's going to slide off. Nothing happens. But Twig comes back to me. That's how I build.
Twig.
I get to do a
Twig is
walk.
gone.
A walk per foot symbol. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. I'm honestly just going to go 1, 2 into this clearing so I can pick that up in a second.
Okay.
This one's going to slide down. This one slides down. And then this one, it says I can spend 1 food in order to gather 3 wood. No food. So
Okay.
we're just going to skip on that. But I will take the optional action, which is very vital to me right now.
What favor would you like?
Home at least 1 frog in 4 different clearings.
I
Now
would
let's
have
just make sure that I have this right. Frog 1, frog 2, frog 3, and I'm in a new place.
So you just need to put out 1
I just
more.
need to put out 1 more. So I'm
I would
just
have
gonna-
loved to hate draft that, but it just didn't
Yeah.
make
I'm
sense.
just
I was
gonna
trying to
stack
build a
these.
little bit more.
I'm just stacking these because it's getting kind of messy here.
Yeah.
But I'll do this
Okay.
knowing that. So now let's go ahead and refresh. So this one's out.
Okay.
These 2 come on down.
So we have 2 more.
2 more coming
How are
in.
we going to get more of these?
Have 1 town hall that touches at least 3 markets. Whoa.
Whoa.
Have 1 mill that touches at least 2 windmills. Oh, okay.
1 windmill that touches at least 2 windmills.
So you need like
So we
a
need
big
grouping of 3.
It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Now I know we're not there yet, but just so you know, the next bonus here is going to be 2 points per clearing that you have a home villager in.
Okay. So you want to spread.
So you want to try to
wanna
be,
be-
and as
you
many
wanna
of
be
them as
everywhere.
possible by then.
I like it.
All right, well, my board is full, so
Good.
let's go ahead and slide. Flint will slide first, which lets me build, because this is his drop-off
Off you go. Flint.
ability.
Okay.
And I'm going to build a town hall.
You love those town halls.
I think
What's
it's
going
what-
on over here?
It's because it's what I can afford.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly,
All right.
because I have a lot of stone, and that's the only building that requires more than 1 stone.
So you're going to build it here, right?
Yeah,
So that means you're only going to score 2 points
right.
because it's an existing town hall next to another one.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It's not going to foil your plans for 1
My
point,
plans.
but it's just something to be aware of. This is the first time we're seeing this.
Yes, I would like a trophy, so that
Okay.
is why I'm finishing it
you'd
here.
like a trophy.
I would like one.
Yeah, no, I snoozed on that.
3
Yeah,
stone.
trophy's nice.
Yeah, you left it. I was surprised. So I thought, okay, I'll build there.
Honestly, I left it for that frog. The 10 points on the frog.
Oh, yeah,
is
that's
kind
pretty
of-
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and build this. I want to have a lot of town halls anyway. I did not count, but again, it's what I was able to afford at the time.
No worries. What are you putting out?
I'm going to put out a frog, speaking of frogs,
Froggy
because
time.
they'll allow me to home another villager.
Home a home.
So this is 1, 2,
Two.
because this is a neighborhood, only 2 types of buildings. So 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you get to
and
rehome somebody.
now I can rehome a villager. So I think I'll rehome a frog
so that's-
because of their bonus. So let's go ahead and score the neighborhood first.
Yeah, so their neighbor, it's
Yeah,
gonna be 4
the
points.
home.
1, 2, 3, 4 points.
4 points. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay. And their ability
Uh-huh.
allows me to gain a food for each clearing that I'm in.
So you're in 1, 2, 3 different clearings, so you get 3 food.
3 food. That is great.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. And I think that is it for building, right?
Very good.
Because on my turn I did the slide.
Yeah.
So I slid this off. Sorry. Okay. Slid this off and I built, so it goes into my hand.
Oh, you're
I
still in the middle of a turn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I
All
can
right.
spend. Oh, do I really care to do this?
This is your like abacus min max here.
Yeah, this. The
Flick.
flick
Flick.
will always give me trouble. I don't think
mean,
I'm gonna do that.
you
I already
net-
have.
Don't you net 1 of each?
Yeah, but I need 4 food, and I think by the end of this, hold on.
If you're gonna just net 1 of each, you
Yes,
might as well.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Flick,
my gosh.
Flick is very valuable, but
I
it's just yeah.
There was at least one turn where I didn't use Flick. If you can use Flick, you use Flick. I
You
think
use
the
Flick.
whole point with this card is you always have to have at least 1 wood.
You have the
Right.
flexibility of saying, okay, in the future, okay, just discard something. So
Yeah. I'm spending the wood.
So you're gonna go through the
gathering
motion,
two,
yeah.
And I'm spending
I would say
one.
from here on out, if you ever use Flick and you have the math, just take one of each extra.
Yeah, that's funny. That is so funny.
Because now you're gonna,
All right.
yeah.
Flick goes into my hand.
All right.
Pebble. So I'm going to return Zinra.
Yeah, you got
of
it.
course, it's
I
pretty
mean,
much
that's
I
why
got
you have
Pebble.
Pebble, yeah.
Myra slides down, and so does Hops. And that chargeable action
was good.
is done. Okay.
Very good.
Now that is the end of my turn. So it goes to you.
Yeah, that was good. Dang. Olden coming in. Olden. OG Olden. Gather 1 wood per every wood symbol I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wood, please.
5 wood.
Many a wood.
And now you have the space. Do you have enough space for all 5 wood?
I do. Look at this.
two,
This is Olden has not
4,
been
5.
used to their full capacity.
Yeah.
And now
Don't let him hear that.
he knows. He's fully aware. He's the one that's nodding at me like, should have done the blue one first, Nadine. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Real simple turn. That's it.
Okay. All right. I'm playing Maple. So Maple is back
Get it.
with all of the symbols here.
Yep.
So I can play a
another
hero, and I'm going to play
attack
Zinra.
time?
It's
Yeah.
attack time. So I'm going to attack the only one that I can. Oh no, I guess I technically can attack this.
You could.
What's
for
the...
3 or 4 points?
I think it just feels cooler to harness more of my strength, right? It's the same amount of points.
Yeah.
So this is 4 health.
Okay.
So 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, here we go.
So we're going to be able to do this.
Dang it. You did it 1 turn
Yeah?
too early. For me, for my benefit.
You're going to gain another clearing there.
I have another clearing,
fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
But first, I'm going to gain a benefit here. I'll take 2 wood.
Okay.
So, well, I guess it's easier for me to gain food. I mean, harder. It's harder for me to gain food. I'm going to take 2 food instead.
Okay.
Even though I have a ton of food
Food's good.
right now.
Food is great.
Okay,
Food's fantastic.
there's that.
All right.
And that's it for me. So back to you.
Okay, Twig, let's get out there. Let's start
You
building.
hate it so much.
No, I don't hate on Twig. I just need Twig to be in my hand and not deep on my board. But this is going to open up this spot here because we are going to build over here.
Okay.
So it's going to cost me 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like
okay.
that. We're going to open up this slot. So now I have a space where I can omit what's on the card and actually just take the build action in itself. So this
Yeah,
is going to
that's
come out.
nice.
And I'd like to, I would love to just hate this right here, but I feel like you're going to cut me off. So I'm going to go over
definitely.
here and do that.
Okay.
Let's put out, I was supposed to get food for this. I was supposed to get food for this.
We didn't,
You got the benefits, but I don't think,
for this?
did you get
No, we didn't resolve this
Okay,
yet.
so let's just pause my turn right now.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of doing this, but we will do it after that resolves.
Yes. So at the end of my turn, we were supposed to resolve this benefit that gives you 2 points per clearing that you're in.
Yes. So you are in 3 clearings, which we established. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. So that's 6.
Yeah,
6.
and then I'm in 4 clearings, which is why I wanted this action to be first so that I could get an extra 2 points. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, not 5.
So 38.
38.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to resume my
Yes.
turn right here. So this is why I want this frog out here. So this frog going out here is big for me. I get 1 point just
okay.
for being that.
Nice.
But remember, I wanted
Yeah.
4 frogs in different clearings, so that is satisfied now.
You did-
So
what's
that-
the name of the favor?
Oh, favor. It is
yeah.
hopping around.
Ah.
Very appropriate. Super appropriate.
Super.
Okay, there we go. So these will kind of just hang out there.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. Now I have this, which is get 1 food
Yeah.
for every clearing I'm
And you
in.
said you're
I'm
in
5
5.
clearings now. So
All right.
it's 5
Oh,
food.
and you have so much space.
And
1,
which
2,
now
3,
then I
4.
can start doing attacking by
5.
clearing this off. So now we can start doing some stuff.
Yeah. Definitely feel stronger towards the latter half of the game because of all of the combinations.
Having access to this this was definitely crucial. I should have made that my second priority, not my third priority, which was really tough. But so that's that, and I believe that should be it.
All right, well, it is time to slide. So Pebble is coming back, and of course, I'm removing Zinra. Myra comes off, which is a shame. We have Hops and Maple, who allows me to walk. So I can walk once per foot.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm just going to move over.
Over?
I'm over 1 to where you are. Just a little bit closer to where I have my last favorite token.
Yeah.
And that is it. So really quick turn back to you.
Super quick. Okay, Miral, the one that we were ogling over. I'm actually gonna not be taking it for their action, which is spend 2 stone that I don't have for that honey pot. I'm gonna place them there, and I'm gonna do the build action that is depicted below. So I'm gonna be building, and now whenever I build, while this is on my board, I will gain 1 stone, which is nice, and I have all this time as I can go on. Okay, so we are gonna build, and I think I'm going to build this one.
Okay.
This guy right here. So I'm going to go ahead and place this out. This is going to cost me 1 honey and 1, 2, 3, 4 food. So that goes all out to you.
Nice. Good
Okay,
job.
and we are definitely going to want to cut this off over here one more time.
That's a shame.
And so, oh, what am I on top of? There we go. Okay, so then I should probably, well, I'm going to go ahead and put an owl out. So I'm going to get 1 stone for every 2 different types of banners I have. So it's actually going to be 3 because when I build, which I'm doing right now, I get a third stone right now.
Okay, so 3
So
stone
let's go
total.
here. So I'm supposed to get 2 points for this. 1, 2, 3 stone, come to me. And then now.
This stinks.
Yeah.
You're a stinker for that.
I had to
Well, I guess there's another opportunity
there is,
to home a villager here.
When I build a windmill, I get 2 wood. So may I have 2 wood, please?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
What did you
huge
build? Oh,
to
you
be
built
a
this, the windmill.
yeah.
Ugh, and it's not even the type
This is the
I
comboing
want.
because I think I could get a trophy here. I think I can. So I will go ahead and get myself a trophy. So I'm going to be doing this anytime action. I'm going to spend a stone here to do the last build that's going to go over here.
That's why I walk there.
I know. No, I know. It's fantastic. This is fantastic. Because remember, for every one of these blue buildings that I have,
I remember.
So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1. I get 3 points for every one of those.
Yeah, that's
so then I'll take
nice.
that. We're gonna put that
Oh,
on
the
there.
favor that
The favor.
I was supposed to
Correct.
get.
Yes. And then with that, I'm gonna go ahead and just plop on. Oh, let's get this owl.
Owl.
Let's get the owl.
So this is 3 points. This is your neighborhood here, right?
Yeah. Do I want the owl there? Let's. Yeah. The owl gets me another sword. I'm gonna take another stone. I'm gonna take the rabbit.
Okay.
Put 'em
so
there.
3
So
points.
3 points
1,
on
2, 3.
And then
And a stone as your.
and a stone. No, I've already done this once this turn.
No, for your rabbit.
For my rabbit, yes.
There you go.
So here's the example that we were talking about. This is still the same turn, so I'm not allowed to get a second stone right now because
Right.
it's in that same turn. So there we go. That will wrap up my turn, and then I
Okay.
think we go into trophies now.
So that was. How did you build? You charged an action.
Yeah, I charge this action right here. Yeah.
I cannot believe it. So you
That's what
completed
Twig
this.
is. That's why Twig is nice on the board
yeah,
when you have
Twig
stone.
is great.
Yeah.
So you completed this clearing.
I did,
With the
yeah.
last building there. So now
I
you
did.
take a trophy. Which one?
Ooh, I will do the bottom one right here. This
No,
I get to house, and then you get a
that's so
stone,
nice.
and I think you're at almost.
I'm full.
You can get rid of something, right?
I can, but I wanted to be able to home a villager.
You want a home?
I'm not gonna take the stone.
Not gonna take this stone.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna put this rabbit, and I'm gonna house them here. And I believe this is one of each. This is the max I can get out of here. So it's the orange, black, windmill yellow, blue, and then the green. So I have a 5er.
Wow,
So I'm gonna
that's
get 5,
not good.
49.
49.
And then the benefit here is I get to promise.
You get to promise.
I get to make a promise.
Better keep your promise.
Honestly,
You think you're gonna have the most trophies?
ah!
Wow, what a show of force.
No.
In a two-player
This I don't
game.
know, but this I feel like I can control. Have at least 3 of each resource.
Okay.
Even though I'm up 2 to 1,
Yeah.
there's some shenanigans
There's
that can
some
happen in this game.
shenanigans.
So this is way more doable-ish. So I'm going to keep this. And then honestly, I'm just going to tuck this away. This is that 3 points for every boathouse I have. I'm
Okay.
just going to tuck it face down. That way I don't...
Because you already.
I know I'm
We know you're
scoring
scoring
it.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And I believe that should be everything for me. Okay. So now we're just going to clear these off because there's no other things to be taken care of.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and refresh that.
Yes. So this is going to go out.
And there are only 3 trophies left. So this
2.
part of the game goes by quickly, which means we have to be a little.
Oh,
Cautious.
these I moved to the wrong spot. This should, because of the way it flows, it should be like this.
So those are the 2 new ones.
Have exactly 14 buildings. Whoa,
Whoa.
am I there?
Or 3 points per market.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 buildings. That's good to know. Okay.
All right, back to me. I'm going to play Myra again. So I'm attacking the very, very weak
Oh, the oneer.
the winner.
Oh.
Just 1 point. But at least it gets me some stuff. So I go to 47.
True.
I'm going to I'll take food, and I'm going to do something very strange. I'm going to kick out,
Honey.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick out 1 honey and a stone.
Oh, and a stone.
Yes.
Very good.
In exchange for just
What
a ton
is
of
going
food.
on with all this
We have a ton
food?
of food.
Food gets you
You
windmills.
shall see what the food is all about.
Windmills. Okay.
And I believe that's it. So now it's back to you.
Oh boy. Well, that was good because I was gonna play a card here that was useless to attack 1 for the oneer.
Oh, okay. Now we're not
So,
adjacent to anything.
kinda
You have to
changed.
move first.
That changed things because I remember I want yellow banners and that was a cheapie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's so funny. I forgot about that.
That's why I brought
did
it up,
go for
because
the
you
weak
didn't make
one.
any mention of it. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I forgot.
thought you were doing that on purpose. But...
No, I just wanted some food.
Okay, there's another way to get moving. So we are going to finally slide right now.
Okay.
So we're sliding. We get to do 1 walk per foot. So I have the card itself is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're honestly just going to go. We're probably just going to go. This is 1, 2, 3, and just hang out in this clearing right here.
Okay.
Okay. So that's that. So this comes back to me. Now this one, everyone attacks for 3. So I'm going to do this, and you're not in a spot to attack, right?
Right.
So I'm going to attack this one for 3.
Okay.
So then I'm going to get myself 3.
1, 2, 3.
And then
Honey or stone?
let's do a double stone, please.
2 stone.
2 stone.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take 2 stone.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Okay, and then we're going to get this back into my hand. This one slides over. This one, I can spend 1 food for 3 wood.
Are you going to do that?
Let's do it. Yes, I will spend
Okay.
my 1 food for 3 wood, please.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to
give you a
gather 1.
4th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. 1,
There you go.
2, 3,
So much.
4, and then these 2 will just slide, and that should wrap it up for that.
All right.
Very good.
All right. Well, it is my turn to slide. So I'm going to take back hops. I'm going to walk 1 per foot.
Okay.
And now that I've cleared that space out, I can just move the 1
1,
distance. Where's
top
the
right corner.
Oh, top right.
and you'll
Thank
get
you.
that. Yeah.
I have the favor. And then I'm going to slide this.
Okay.
And there's nothing there. So now I am going to promise my last favor here.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just going to go 3 points per market.
Yeah, it's good.
I can't guarantee anything
How many
else.
markets do you have? You have at least.
I have no idea.
Well, let's see.
I think
You
I have at least 1.
1.
Yeah.
1.
1.
You have a market. Yeah.
Well, is there a better one?
Let's find
Now
out.
I'm having regrets.
Have one windmill that touches 2 windmills.
No, that doesn't exist.
Everything's
it's going
kind
to
of
be so
landlocked.
hard.
Yeah, you'd have to create that. At least that is 3. Plus now you can build a bunch of markets, which markets are
Yeah.
food heavy. So there you go, and you have a bunch of food.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna be done, right?
Yeah.
So this most trophies is out. We're gonna slide on down. We have this one. Have 1 town hall that touches at least 3 windmills. That seems pretty difficult.
Oh, okay.
And then home at least 2 frogs, 2 rabbits, and 2 rats in the same clearing.
Oh.
Also very difficult at this point. Okay, I'm gonna play a card here. I'm gonna play Dusk so that I can build right there.
Okay.
So there's no actions to activate anyway, so there's a perfect time to do it. And
Yeah.
we are gonna build in this particular clearing here.
What are you building?
Going to build the blue one.
The boathouse?
Yeah, the boathouse.
Ah,
Because I get 3 points for every single one of those that I build. So
4
1, 2, 3,
wood
4,
and a stone.
1. There we
okay.
go.
There you go.
All right, so let's just go ahead and keep it nice and tight. I will just drop it in here. That way I don't get completely blocked out. And I definitely don't want to build more rats. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take an owl and just drop them on into here. So this is going to be worth 2 points.
1, 2.
And I think that is it for that.
All right. So it goes back to me, and I'm going to play L'Oreal, who will allow me to build
Okay.
at a discount. So now I'm here.
Yes.
Right? I can build one by spending 1 beehive to reduce the cost by 2. So I'm going to spend the beehive so that I could reduce the cost of a house
Okay.
by 2 wood and just pay
Just pay 2 wood.
2 wood.
Yeah.
And because I'm spending at least 1 beehive,
You
I
get a
get to
stone.
gather a stone. So let me just do that now. It's supposed to be
Very
at the end of your action, but I don't
Yeah,
want to forget.
you don't want to forget.
Okay. So I'm going to place this out here. Where?
Probably in the top right, because at least you can get another point if you build a second one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to home my last frog. So this is
I
why
see it.
this is why I saved up all the food.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Because first I'll score the 1
Solid.
point for the neighborhood. And then this last spot here gives you 1 point for every food that you have. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So
That's a good one.
I'll go to 57.
I'm trying to figure out a way to do it myself. Every time I gather it, then that's the resources
you
I
need to
have to then
spend.
spend to not get
Yeah.
the points. So
That was what I was
I'm
battling
constantly
with.
looking at it right now.
But fortunately, I have that card that gives me the discount.
That's nice. Yeah.
And that is it for me. So now it's back to you.
Very good. Either way, I'm going to play Sable here.
Mm-hmm.
Sable is going to allow me to gather 1 food for every food symbol I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I have 5 food, please?
5 food.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We have a lot of food out
I'm
here.
trying to make that happen.
So you're going to do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Soon.
and
I'm
5.
definitely trying to find a way to do that, what you did. I need to counteract what you did.
Nice.
Okay. And I don't think I'm going to take any other optional actions. So let's
Okay.
see.
So then it's back to me. I'm going to play Flint. And
Building.
I'm just going to build where I am here.
Yeah, you're just going to hunker down and just do it. That's good.
I'm going to build a market.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3,
Because you get
4.
3 points for every market now with that card, right?
With
Makes
this card.
sense.
So I really do want to build markets, and I'll place it here.
Sure.
Who do I want to home? Oh, I can gain a honey if I do that.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to home a rat. So I
Rat
gain
it
2
is, huh?
wood. So 2 points for the neighborhood first. 1, 2. And then I'll gain 2 wood for the bonus. So that was this action.
Okay.
And I think that's it. So
For
now
you?
it's back to you.
Okay, I'm going to do a slide action, so everything's going to move down. This one's just going to come off. This one, I am going to spend 1 food for 3 wood.
Okay.
So 1 food.
You're spending your food.
I know, 3 wood. But sometimes, unfortunately, you have to. Then I'm going to go ahead and slide this over. I'm going to gather a wood. Oh, might as well. I'm probably going to end up getting rid of it. But
Okay.
it's okay.
Are you gathering anything else?
Yes, so this is going to move over, and then I gather a food, which I'm going to do. I'm just going to exchange it.
Okay.
Food there. And then over here, I'm going to go ahead and slide this over, and then I can gather 2 food. So let's go ahead and get rid of these 2 for 2
Okay.
food.
All right. There you
So
go.
there's a little bit of
So much exchanging.
gamesmanship going on
The
over here.
resources here.
But now I have a lot of food.
All right.
Okay,
Done?
that's that.
So I am going to play hops, and I'm not going to do the walk 1. Instead, I'm going to gather 1 stone. So there's that.
Okay.
And as an optional action, I'm going to charge Hops's ability here. So I do
Charging
have to
time,
spend a stone,
Okay.
but I can build 1. I'm going to build the last
You're going to get a trophy going, huh?
building in there. And I think the only thing I can afford is 4 food.
Yes.
So that is going to be for a windmill
Windmill.
over
It's going
here.
to be 1 point.
It's 1 point.
Its
And
own neighborhood with its own...
yes, it's going to be 1
Rat?
point because of I'm going to place a rat, and the rat is going to gain me a favor. And I think,
Are you at 14 buildings?
I don't know,
Okay.
but I think I do have the town hall that touches at least 3 windmills. This is mine, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow, that's a thing.
So I should just take that.
That's been out there.
I'll take that. Yeah, I looked at it and I said, oh,
You're like, wait a second.
yeah.
That's
okay.
done? No, wait, actually, you get a trophy.
Yes, I'm finished with my action. So now I'm going to claim a trophy for completing this clearing.
Yes.
What do I want to build? They all come with 5 points.
Yeah.
So that's not the question. My only issue with taking this is it gives Naveen another food. And I know
it would
you're going
only
to
give
score
me
that.
1,
It would score you
realistically, because the building I need to build that is the least food costing
Mm-hmm.
is the town hall, which is going to be this 3, this, and this. So it's really only going to be 1.
one. Okay, I will take it.
Okay.
So I'm taking this trophy. It scores me 5 points.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, we're going to have a little housing thing.
I get. This is it. You get it now.
I get, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to
Oh,
do it now
sweet.
if you choose. Yeah, you don't even have to spend. That's worse.
I don't even have to spend.
That is so
Yeah,
much
interesting.
Worse. How funny.
I'll just toss it back. I don't need it.
You don't want it?
I guess not.
Why not?
I mean, the honey. All right, let's get rid of the honey. I'll just do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
You're not gonna regret this?
I'll probably regret it, but it's fine.
Okay. So now we're gonna resolve this bonus on the score track, right?
Yeah, you're first.
So I get to home a villager. I'm gonna home an owl. And I'm gonna place him at that market at the top left.
Gets you 5 points.
That gets me 5 points if they're all unique.
5, all unique.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the owl gains me one stone for each different
Different
colored.
type, yeah.
So I have 3.
So you get 3 stone.
3 stone. Okay.
Look at you go.
And you?
Well, you've given me this opportunity, so I'm gonna take you
Yes.
up on it. I'm gonna put this frog out, and I think this is the best case scenario here. I can get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Then, because this is unlocked, I get
Yes.
1 point for every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fruit.
8. So it's at 66?
Yes, 66.
66.
It's
There you go.
Close.
Closing the gap.
Man.
All right. That is it for the score track. So we just need to refresh
Yes. This out. These
the favors.
slide, and then this will go 1. And
So home
2.
at least 1 rat in 4 different clearings.
That sounds like something I've done.
or at least 3 of each villager type.
That sounds like something I've done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slide over. So this Olden is going to slide down, and honestly, I don't think I need its benefit. Twig is coming off.
Okay.
So this is going to come back into my hand, slide, slide, and then same thing. I'm literally just moving it over so I can get something in my hand.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I'm pretty much going to do the same thing. I'm just going to slide.
Slide.
So maple is walk 1 per foot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 feet.
4 feet, and I'm here.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3.
Ah,
Hang out with you.
okay. What are you doing?
And
Do you have anything else to do?
do I want to actually?
Are you gonna walk some more?
It's such a standoff. I'm gonna slide this.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything with it. And I think
That's it?
it.
Oh, thank God.
Why?
Because
What?
I'm gonna complete this right now.
You're gonna complete it?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put Twig down. Let's just go ahead and put Twig up in this corner over here. No, let's put him down there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna build for one, and I'm gonna build here, and I'm gonna be building the 1, 2, 3. The what's that called? The top right? Yeah, the town hall. Yep.
Okay.
So that's
There
all
you
gonna
go.
go out. Town hall. We're just gonna go ahead and just plop it on into here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my rabbit on. So I get a honey plus 1, 2, 3 points.
Okay, this is your 1, 2, 3.
And then 1 honey.
There you go. Oh, it's
And
gonna be
then,
so close.
because whenever you build, you gather a stone. So I'm going to go ahead and take that stone.
Yep.
And that
there you
stone
go.
is just going to plop right on top of Twig. It's going to allow me to do
To build the last one.
2,
Should have known.
3, 4 for the
thinking.
windmill, which is unique.
Okay.
It is unique here. So the windmill
So
goes
5.
here.
Oh no.
It's gonna be 4 points. So
4.
then I'm gonna put this rabbit out here. So it's gonna be 4 points.
Okay.
So we're gonna get to 73, and then this says you get 2 points for your largest for each hex in your largest
Neighborhood? Oh.
So I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times
boy.
2 for 10 points. So
Oh my
73
gosh.
to 83.
That's bad. That's not good.
That was a good one.
That's,
That was a good one.
That's awful because you're going to get 5 more points because you just completed a clearing, which is going to earn you a trophy whenever you're done.
Trophy time. That's right. Yeah.
Are you
so
finished?
yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna take
Okay.
that bottom one.
This one?
Yeah.
So you get 5 points.
You're gonna get 5
So go ahead and
points.
give yourself 5
So
points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This lightning
And
bolt we're gonna deal with in a
You
second,
get 4 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also
is-
gain 1 wood.
which is very important for this end game scoring here. So lots of things going on.
Okay.
Okay, so we just hit the lightning bolt.
Yes. And that means you can trigger an on-play skill.
Trigger and on play.
So lightning
skill.
bolt skill that is on your fellowship board, you may trigger.
Okay, so then I will just I'll gather a bunch of food. So I'm gonna be able to gather 1 per symbol. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I have 5 food? Which I think I can only house 4.
Okay.
So I'll just take 4.
So just take 4. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. All right.
There we go.
Then it goes back to me, and I think if I activate this, I'll have the ability to end the
Because
game.
you can attack and then,
on my
and
turn.
then it's
Although,
your turn.
if I were to end the game by taking that last trophy,
I get
you
another
get
turn.
another turn.
That's right. I do get
So
another
I
turn.
don't know if it really is in my best interest here. All right, well, I am going to trigger this effect because I can't build and I would just be walking away. This is, we're too
You
close
should
to the
probably
end
try
here.
to get that, right?
So I'm just going to attack 1 per sword. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
So
which
you can
means
take the 3 or the 2.
it doesn't really matter because I'm going to end up taking both.
Are you going to hate draft the 2 right now?
Sure.
Okay, there
I'll
you
take
go.
the 2.
All right, perfect.
Thank you. And
you get, 2
that's
points?
2 points, please.
2, yep.
And I also get, does it matter?
I think I'm the only one that has resource like needs at the end of the
Yeah.
game.
I don't think
I don't think you do.
No, I don't, huh?
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to gain 1 beehive because that has been the theme of the game.
Hmm.
Our beehive scarcity. All right. And that should be it, right, for your turn.
Yes.
So then it goes back to me. And for my action, I'm just going to attack. This is probably my last turn of the game because I'm going to attack for 5, which is a shame because this is 6. I can't add my swords to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just attacking for 5. So I'm going to just take this. And that'll score me 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I also am going to take a trophy, this is the end of my turn?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and that scores me 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4,
This is gonna
5.
be close.
It gives you a stone,
Yeah.
and I don't gain anything else from
Get a
that.
stone, which it doesn't really matter. Okay.
You're going to keep it?
Yeah, why not? Let's just put the B.
All right, so that is it. All 6 trophies have been taken. We're technically, you know what? Before your turn, this is so funny. We're actually
it
technically
refreshes.
supposed to refresh this.
Yes,
I
it does.
totally skipped that, and that's
forgot.
important because now you'll be
Now I
able to
can.
possibly take your
It's true.
thing. Okay, so we'll be back. We're just going to clear off the tokens.
Okay. Okay, this is it. And unfortunately, no yellow, no yellow, no yellow, no yellow.
Just one.
Just one, but I can't
Yeah.
attack it. I have to.
You snoozed. Should have attacked
Did
the
I
ones
snooze it?
earlier.
I don't know if I snooze. Man. Okay, last action. I think we're going to make a promise to the locals. We're
okay.
just going to walk. We're just going to walk it out. So we're going to go here. Walk 2. So I'm going to go 1, 2. We're going to hang out there. Not going to do anything else, but basically I'm going to take the optional action, which is pick this up, and I'm going to take this for 12 points. Home at least 3 of each type of villager.
That
And
is
I've definitely
so
done that
nice.
because the rats was a minimum 3, and
Yeah.
everything else I've definitely homed at.
12
So
points.
there you go. Unfortunate, though, that this is not going to score.
Yes, that is great.
That's unfortunate.
All right.
That's about 9 points, I would say. Right
That is
there.
it. That is the end of the game. And the end of game scoring is just the favor cards.
Yeah, just these cards.
So
yeah.
how many do you have total?
Well, this is a dead one, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we've maxed out.
Wow, you had 9. Oh, it's because you took the trophy that gave. Oh, no.
No. This is inclusive of the 8.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So I'm only going to score 7 of them.
Okay.
So you want to
shall
go
we
one by
just
one?
go back and forth?
Let's go for it. Yep.
All right. Let's start with this one.
Sure. What do you
Have
got?
at least one boathouse in 3 different clearings.
Okay.
I
So
don't
blue,
know if
you are
I
here. You have 1 here.
confirmed.
You have 1 here.
2. Did I not do it? Oh, there.
Ah, 3.
3. No.
No, that's
I'm
me.
blue. Here. No, that's you.
Monique. Fail.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, you were too busy doing whatever
I was
this
too
business was.
busy doing other things.
How many points was that?
Hold on. I'm blue, right?
You're blue.
So blue. We're looking for blue.
I'm going to stand you up. Blue.
Blue. Oh,
Done.
wow.
That's an 8-point fail.
Ah, the pain. The pain in that. All right. Go back to you.
All right, we got have at least 3 wood,
Mm-hmm.
4 wood, and at least 3 food, plenty of food. So I have
Okay.
5 points there, so that's successful. So 88, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
All right. Well, I definitely scored my next one. This is have at least 5 war banners. So I
Plenty.
definitely have at least 5. It's 7 points.
Okay, so 80 to 87. Very good. Okay, this is that one that I did early on in the game. Home at least 1 frog, 1 owl, 1 rabbit, and 1 rat in the same clearing. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe I did it here earlier.
Yeah.
Rat, owl, frog.
Rat. No,
rabbit.
owl. Owl,
Owl.
frog, rat, rabbit.
There you go. Yes.
There you go.
So 7. So we have
To
100
100?
exactly. All right. Let's hold this in
Okay.
front of me.
I'm also now realizing that I didn't really keep track of my cards, so I don't know if some of them are true. Have the most windmills? Do I have the most windmills?
Oh boy.
Did you
Okay.
build a lot of them?
I built 1.
Okay.
Hold on. 1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4. Oh no! I have 1, 2, 3. Do I only have 3? Did
Oh,
I do it
Monique.
again? I'm
That's
a
good.
breaker of promises.
how you do
I
it.
don't keep my promises apparently.
All right. So this one was one that I was really excited about. Home at least 1 frog in 4 different clearings, and
Okay.
I believe I did that. We already established that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be 10 points. So 1, 10. There we go.
All right. Have the most town halls? Do I have the most town halls?
I have 1,
Okay.
2,
3.
3.
And I have?
You have 1,
One,
2, 3,
3.
4.
Oh,
There you go.
Thank
Success.
goodness. 10 points, please.
Okay, 87 goes to 97. All
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. This is the one that I really liked. 3 points per boathouse.
Ah,
So let's stand me up. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3,
3, 4, 5.
4, 5, 4, and 5. So
So
I got
15.
15 points there. So 25. All right, there we go. Very good.
I'm really not liking this spread here. This is bad.
Just got to keep going.
Okay, home at least 1 rabbit in 4 different clearings. I
you
did
do that?
this.
Yeah.
I swear. I swear I did this.
Rabbit 1.
Yes.
Rabbit 2.
3.
Rabbit 3.
What?
Monique.
What happened?
Monique.
Wait, what is this? Is this
That
a
is
rat?
rat.
Wait, I didn't even. Oh no, this is, yeah, I didn't even do 4. I didn't even do 4.
So many promises.
I don't know what happened. I just focused on taking the promise cards without even like checking to make sure I was completing
That's why I
them.
was like, as I complete it, face down.
Yeah.
Like, that is done. I don't have to worry about
This
that
is a
anymore.
lesson. There's a lesson to be learned here.
Lesson to be learned.
You keep track of your promises.
Home exactly 3 rats. I made sure I did not house
Yeah.
more than 3 rats, so that's 7.
Oh my gosh. So you go to 32.
32.
Ugh. Okay, have 1 town hall that touches at least 1 windmill, a house, a market, and a boathouse. I did that really
That's
early.
got to be, definitely.
so 12
So
points,
we
please.
go 1, 2 to 9. Here
Yeah.
we go. So you get your 100
Okay, at
point
least I break
marker.
100.
I like that.
Ugh.
Okay, have at least 1 market in 3 different clearings. I believe I did that. So that's clearing here 1, 2, and then 3. So it's at least 3. So
Okay, so
that's
how
gonna
many
be
points is
another
it?
8 points.
8 points. So you're going to go to
40.
140. Okay. I have one town hall that touches at least 3 windmills. That was this.
Yes.
This beauty over here,
Another
so 12.
So 1, 2, plus another 10, so
21.
21. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, and then my very last one is home at least 3 of each villager type. That's that last thing I grabbed. It definitely did because I had my bare minimum was rats at 3, and then definitely. So 12 points.
Okay.
So
you are at 50.
152.
152. Wow, that's nice. Okay, I have 3 points per market. I also did not keep track of these. Do I even have one?
You
I have to have
at
at least
have
one,
at least
right?
one.
1, 2.
2.
Okay.
3.
3. Is that it?
You know,
That might be
is
it.
that it?
So
Maybe 3.
okay,
So 9 points.
9
yeah.
points.
There we go.
So I go
So
to
130.
130. All right.
There you go. Yeah.
That is it. The final scores are me with 130 to Naveen with 152.
Yes.
Wow, what a
Kept
spread.
my promises.
You did. I did not. That was my big mistake.
Okay, the ones that you didn't score. Like,
Yes.
What's
You wanna know how
what's the
many
differential
points
here? Yeah.
I gave up here. Which ones were this one? So 10. Did I have the most down? I did.
Yes.
It was this one.
10
So
plus 17.
17 and this have at least one boathouse and 3 different
25
clearings.
points.
25 points.
25 points.
I left 25 points on the table. So even if I had collected that, I would have been at 155.
It's just
which
in
is
the
not-
pursuit of doing it, are you
Yes,
then giving up other
something
things?
else.
So it's kind of hard.
And that's the
to
risky
say.
part
Yeah.
when you have a verbiage that says most. So you have to keep track of that, which I didn't do.
Yeah.
I think that was where I made a mistake with the boathouse. The boathouse. I think I got this fairly early.
Yes.
And I went over here maybe to try to build a boathouse or something
Yeah,
like that. And I
you
got
came over here.
distracted and I left.
That's right. You did come over
So-
here and leave. Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably pretty foolish. But anywho,
And if you did it, if you built the boathouse with the last rabbit,
yeah.
then that would have been the 4th rabbit.
that would have
in
been the fourth
thing.
rabbit.
Yeah. Okay. That's
found
okay.
it.
That's okay.
Well, anyway,
we go.
good job. You are the winner today.
Thank you.
Now, again, we were playing a 2-player game of Emberleaf. And so in higher player counts, you would play with the opposite side if you're playing it more than 3 players. In addition, the clearings will be more open because you'll have fewer pre-filled spaces to start the game. There are also a lot of different heroes that we did not get to see because they are all unique.
And other asymmetric decks. So like I was
Yes.
C, Monique was
I was
B.
B.
So
Look at Bubbles.
what are bubbles?
Bubbles is a platypus, a fisher.
Oh, what the heck?
They fish.
They get some
So,
food.
lots of different heroes
Yeah.
that we did not get to see today, and a whole deck of
So this is what
favorite
we didn't
cards.
get through. So yeah, there's a lot of have at least 3 town halls. So it's a lot of similarity. Have
Yes.
at least 3 at the end of the game.
Different combinations.
Have the most houses. So
Right.
there's a bunch of different things like that.
And as you can see, this game is all about finding combinations and all of the different cards, including the heroes as well as the favor cards. And by the way, if you play solo, the game will also come with a solo mode.
Right. Well, there you have it. That is Emberleaf. If you have any questions about anything you saw here, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. This game is currently on Kickstarter, so if you are interested in the campaign, there's a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching the video. We hope you found it enjoyable. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.